prosper.
He's always dependable on time.
Yeah.
Shadowhawk.
Hey.
Yeah.
Shadow.
He got hit in the throat today. He couldn't do the show. He can't speak.
Somebody
Really?
throat punched him?
Yeah.
With a
Accident
breaker
at
bar.
Oh.
Breaker bar. Yeah. Ouch.
I woke up with a scratch going all the way down my neck, and I don't know what the hell it's from. Like
Maybe
my cat. Just one line going all the way down.
he's got an
no.
ice pack on his neck right now, or did earlier.
Jeez.
I know you can do some damage to your throat that way. Hey,
Yeah,
cigar.
going for the jugular.
Yeah, I hope you're all right,
Cigar.
Shadowhawk.
Your mug.
Yeah.
Meow, see?
Nah, nah.
Meow, meow.
You don't know what this was.
Blue Sasquatch in the house.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, Blue.
Sasquatch.
Like sharks. We got
Turtle.
we got cocaine shark and pencils down on the cover.
Yep.
How do you do that underwater? I just don't know.
Cocaina.
What up, guys? How you doing?
Hey.
Keely.
Hey,
Keely.
Keely.
Keely. Haven't seen
Well,
Keely in a while. It's good to see Keely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? Who am I missing? Oh, the Don is in here. Look at it.
The Don. Hey,
Hi,
I'll
Don.
make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, stranger than Mistake.
That man can draw.
Yes, can.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was on there promoting Pencils Down. They were drawing number 2, and he had over 100 views on his new stream. So people are
Awesome.
enjoying it. It's a nice drawing stream.
Mm-hmm.
Just joke around while they draw for 3 hours.
Wow.
I gotta get
Yeah.
over there and sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit the like button. Give me some action.
Hey, Pritchard.
Yeah.
Pritchard
Thank you.
Publishing in the house.
Yep.
Clockwise
There
and
he is.
counterclockwise.
Oh, Edwin.
Edwin.
Hey, Edwin.
Oh, and good stuff.
Oh,
good
yeah.
stuff. Taking a break.
Good stuff.
He's high. Big
Hail,
surprise.
good stuff.
He's
Hail.
high. Okay.
Hi. Hi as well.
High, good stuff then. There you go.
Yeah.
Rider in the house.
Oh, Margot.
Oh, you
Hey,
missed
Margot.
You missed Pal Rider.
Oh,
Hey.
male writers here.
Hey,
Hey,
Margo.
PayPal.
Hey.
Sock
Sock
Sluts
sluts.
Unite.
Sock sluts unite.
The Christmas stocks.
I think that's everyone.
I believe you're
Counted
correct, sir.
AC's back from the corner stove.
It's good to see
Yep,
Margo.
Did you get some smokes or what?
Yeah,
Can't stand that guy.
had to run some errands for the wife because she got back from the doctor recently and the power was out all day, so it was just like
Oh.
finally a good opportunity. So
Is she okay?
yeah, she's good. Just resting up from the doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good. Thanks for asking.
All right, our
Oh.
first chill.
Sweet. Going right into the Infinitale Chronicles. Hell yeah, man.
Tell me
So-
about it.
Yeah, so the Infinitale Chronicles, I started this back in 1990 as a tabletop role-playing game system that I was developing. It was to kind of babysit the community kids at the Pelham Public Library where I grew up. And over the years, I had all this stuff in storage, and I started looking at it after I had left my kind of dream career. I was in the video game industry as a designer for about a decade, and I jumped out and went into kind of the civilian sector. And I got really bored in the sense that like I couldn't do anything creative anymore. So I thought, what the hell? I looked at my old stored game stuff and said, you know what? Maybe I should finally publish this stuff. And back in 2021, I launched the Infinitale Chronicles Book 1. And it got crowdfunded, and it's now on Amazon. And I seem to got some pretty positive responses on that. So I thought I'd follow up with Book 2 here. And the comic series, it's epic fantasy. It's got the whole Dungeons and Dragons, Record of Lodos, you name it. But it's also I kind of built it before the age of Google, and I used a lot of ancient Irish, Welsh, Scandinavian mythology. So a lot of it is like the kind of the origins of something called the Tua de Danann, or the people of Danu, which is the kind of like their all-mother. They're this like ancient Irish female Odin version, and I thought I'd go that route because it was at the time obscure, and a lot of the mythology was verbal at the time before it was written down, and so a lot of scholars and historians are kind of like shaking their heads, going, "Well, we don't know what's real or what's legit." So I kind of grabbed it or leveraged it and made a story out of it with my role-playing game system. So all the characters in here are actually based on the players that acted out the scenes or whatever. And yeah, it's God, it's over 30 years in the making. And yeah, I thought it would make a pretty sweet story. And it starts where basically there are these gods that walk among the world, walk among the people in this world, but it's kind of like a utopia. If you've ever seen or read books like Logan's Run, of the whole managed utopia and how it's kind of an illusion. In Infinitel Chronicles, we see these people that are, pretty people with problems. They never age. They don't get sick. They, no betrayals of the body, nothing. They're beautiful people, but they still have these gigantic, like 100-foot gods that walk among them. And every few years or whatever, they have this kind of human sacrifice ritual, or in this case, elven sacrifice ritual, where they feed some of their kids or people to the gods. And our story opens where basically the character you see there, Queen Aisling, she gives birth to a baby, and she starts getting these weird dreams during pregnancy and passes out and starts having these weird fevered visions of things that aren't quite right. And when she awakens, she finds out her kid was drawn in that lottery to be sacrificed. And in a dogmatic world where defiance or any kind of obstinance is considered, met with death, she basically said, "Oh, hell no, I'm going to do whatever I can to protect my kid." And it sparks this thing called the War of the Trees, which is again based off of Welsh mythology, the Cadgatho, which is basically a big worldwide war that doesn't end too well for anyone. And what we're seeing here in book 2 is a continuance of what occurred in the kind of the opening act of book 1, where they're trying to figure out how to kind of pull one over on the gods and make it so their kid doesn't die. And it's this queen and her husband goes off to this place and discovers that everything that they've learned about their past was a lie, and that the gods aren't really gods, or these things called Fomorians or Fovera. And there are these big giant bullies that are trying to kick everyone's ass. So they discover this ancient book that teaches them about magic and what their true origins were. And now they're kind of forced to ally with old enemies to make use of that magic. And that's pretty much the story. We got a nice trailer too, if you want to give that one a whirl.
Yeah, it's fucking deep, man.
Wow.
It has a lot to comprehend.
Yeah.
I wanted
we're
to break out in song. Beautiful people, beautiful people.
Admiral Rackass in the house. Hey, Admiral.
Hey,
Admiral.
Lucas.
Hey.
We got
yeah.
Doc Blaylock in the house. We got Vanessa V in the house.
Hey, Doc.
Hey.
Hey, Vanessa.
Yeah, Vanessa, I wrote the prompt for the song. That's what I meant. All right, let's play this trailer.
Sweet.
Play it.
Yeah.
Do it. Come over to the dark side of the force. Volume is really low.
Knowledge is
on
like
that.
a seed.
Is it?
When sown in fertile minds, it opens doors to new possibilities. Truth, once buried by the ages, is again revealed. The unimaginable becomes demystified. New wonders are discovered that transcend the limitations of previous understanding. However, some doors should never be opened. tale continues with the divergent paths of our heroes. As a naive king toils with ancient powers beyond his control, a grieving queen makes a fateful decision that forever changes their world. Infinito Chronicles. The War of the Trees.
Dang, sweet trailer.
Yeah, I
Sweet,
like
thanks,
that.
man. Yeah, we're trying an experiment with this one. So we have 3 editions of the book during the book 2 campaign. Book 2 comes in a standard edition, which was done by the same art team that did book 1. Then we have an alternate art edition, which is book 2 as well, but it's done by a completely different art team. So you get a different artistic vision of that. And then finally, there's a manga edition, which is in black and white. It's in the manga format, reads right to left and all that. And it contains both books 1 and 2. And we're trying to see kind of what the best way to pursue the future with the Infinitel Chronicles series is, because it's like a 10-book series planned. And whichever one gets back the most, that's the one we're going to pursue going forward from that point.
Cool.
Sweet.
Do I have everybody in here from backstage?
Hey, John.
Hey, how you doing?
What
I
up?
heard some popping noises, and I wasn't sure if there's anybody back there still. Oh, RH Snow is here. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, all right.
Hi, alright.
Admiral.
Yeah. What is?
Oh, yeah.
And don't forget Doc Laleylock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
Doc.
That's your boy, Chris?
Yeah. Man, yeah, we used to stream back on the 80s made yeah, Whack-Ass is a great guy, so yeah.
Did you hear
My
about
boy,
this?
Blue.
Did you know about
I'm
that?
sure. Yeah, Pale Rider's already got the lady all set up. You know, he's like, we got to cover those tattoos.
Yeah, so make sure you sign up and you get free bonuses. Is that what it said?
Yep. Yeah. So basically, I did a giveaway on my birthday this year, back in the end of October. Randomly chose 5 emails from the sign up, and just sent them some free swag. If you sign up when the campaign launches, you'll get that nice little 5x7 holofoil card from a scene from the book. And in addition to that, there might be some other cool savings links and stuff when the campaign launches, sent out to the mailing list people. And I'm hoping that I can get at least 100 signatures or signups before I launch, because I don't want to launch something that nobody's interested in. And I figure 100 is pretty good bar to gauge interest.
What are you at now?
I'm in the low 90s right now.
Nice. Sign
We're
up,
getting close.
put your email in there and hit enter.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so easy, it's criminal.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Yeah. Thanks for letting me chill, man. I had a blast, and I'm looking forward to getting this in people's hands. I've already sent out a bunch of kind of advanced copies, and back in September we had the Granite State Comic-Con, and I sold the books out there, and they seem to be pretty well received. So I'm excited to see what the bigger crowds think of the second installment in this series.
Everything
That's
looks great.
awesome.
I like your merchandise. You really
Thanks.
put a lot of time into the detail and the graphic design work. And it
Oh, yeah.
shows. And yeah, and you got all these cool things. You got the manga edition.
Yep, so desu ne. It's Jumoku no Taisen, which is Japanese, the War of the Trees, and it reads right to left, and all of the onomatopoeia is in Japanese.
Wow. Sign up, guys.
Line up.
I can't even
Get him
read
to
English.
100.
Yeah, it's really close.
Yeah.
Is the link in the chat?
Yeah, I put it in a couple times.
Cuckoo.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
And I'm also going to add everybody who shows up to the description. I put some of you guys in there, but I wasn't sure who was showing up, but I'll add that after the show.
Thanks.
Yeah, I started streaming on the Pritchard Pub YouTube as well, so hopefully that gets a few more eyes on it. I saw it has a couple likes or whatever, so hopefully that.
Wait, where's Bats?
Yeah.
That's floating around in the behind the
There he
scenes.
is. Asked if I
I
got
kicked
that.
myself by accident. I hit the wrong button.
Are you ready to pitch?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I'm not going to bring up I don't have any links with me right now. AC, do you have my link? Can you help out with that?
I have it.
All right. Well, so Illumination Toolsmith, Tale of the Dunce Whisperer. It is a comedy fantasy, and I keep saying it's like Harry Potter meets Office Space. It's got that really relatable comedy that is like what I say is like a really cathartic experience. You basically, if you worked in any sort of customer service, it's more geared towards IT, but any customer service is going to relate. And you're going to see like a supervisor that you probably have worked with before. You're going to see like coworkers and customers you probably have worked for, and you're just going to be like, you know, get the exact kind of like satisfying feeling when you watch Office Space. And yeah, and then like, it's not just a comedy though. There is like a whole mystery that's happening in this kingdom that he works in, which basically this guy, the main character, his job is he repairs magical tools, right? So I kind of use it as like allegory for IT equipment. Sorry, what's up?
So he could repair an object like Thor's hammer, right?
Yeah, in a sense, it's like I kind of like use a lot of like basic stuff like wands that do different things. There might be like one of the first things he repairs is a fire wand. Some like guard comes around. He's like, hey, I keep getting too hot whenever I fire this. And one of the toolsmiths is like, oh, well, that's normal. And he's like, no, I get it, but like I'm getting too hot from this. And so that worker goes over to the main character and he's like, I don't know what to tell him. Like it's working how it's supposed to. So the main character goes over, just makes the wand a little bit weaker and tricks the guy into thinking it's fixed. And he's like, well, isn't he going to come back? He's like, yeah, well, maybe he won't. Maybe he'll be too tired to come back. And, you know, that's a problem for another day. And the customer, as far as he knows, is happy, even though he was, you know, kind of tricked. So it's got a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, it gets into... got a good bit of action, especially towards like the latter half of the story. Demons start to pop up around the kingdom, and they're kind of it's tied to the magic in some way that they're trying to figure out, and you know, goes into this whole world where he has to then try to save the kingdom essentially.
Is it available
if you guys,
on Kindle? Is it available?
It is available.
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
There's a
$2.99.
There's a problem with the link though.
Okay.
So the link's really long on my screen, and then when I dropped it in the chat, it's not working.
No, I know. I have the short one on my computer. I'll try to DM it to you when I get the opportunity.
Paperback, $7.99, very affordable. What's the page count on that?
It is just a little over 240 pages.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's one of my shorter books, but yeah. What was I gonna say? I totally lost my train. I did get some art for it, which I wish I could show off. There's like 5 pieces of art. You can mix up, you know, all the words that are in there. But yeah, if you guys know anybody who has worked customer service, like, hey guys, great present for Christmas coming up. I'm a
people person.
This is your second book, right?
This is my second book, yes. So my first book is completely different. It's a grimdark sci-fi. So this book is there's no cursing in it. Like I don't even think blood is described or anything in this. I keep it pretty light, so a younger audience can still enjoy this.
I love the back.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was your age, your sci-fi book, your dark sci-fi? What was the age appropriation to that one?
It's 18 plus.
Okay.
There's no like sex or anything in it, but it's just gratuitous violence essentially.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, guys, you could read the first two chapters for free. Like, Amazon lets you do that. So, look, if you read just the first page and that doesn't convince you to buy it, sure, I guess not. But I'm pretty confident I'll get at least a few chuckles, and it's like I said, you can see it's a $2.99 for digital. So, might as well,
Wow.
better your life by getting this book now.
Nice.
That works.
And also, as a fellow Amazon person, it really helps if you review or leave star ratings and stuff, because that's engagement. That
Yes.
your visibility.
Oh.
Absolutely. Yeah, playing the Amazon game is really annoying. Please leave reviews. Please.
Kind of like the YouTube
It's
game.
like,
Yep.
yeah, it's like they say once you get 50, that's when it starts to like hit a like algorithm, but who knows?
Hey, Quentin. Yeah, I'll add the link later, I guess, if you guys can't. I cannot find it online when I search for it. I can't find the quicker, shorter link for some reason.
I had to create it. Here, I'll try to get it. I'm like double tasked right now because I'm alone with my kid and got Bluetooth
Oh,
in
okay.
the back and stuff.
Swipey, no swipey. Oh wait, that's Dora.
Yeah, is there a quick way to get a shorter Amazon link? I just realized mine is actually pretty long too.
If you paste it in something else, you'll notice that Amazon appends a weird bunch of text before they actually paste the link, and you can just cut out the link from that big lengthy thing that they paste.
Okay.
Because it's like, hey, check this out. And it'll give the full title of the book and everything. You're like, I just want the link.
Yep. I'm gonna try it with a tweet and see what happens.
I hate the big lengthy thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay, it's still kind of long, but it's not like too.
Yeah, not unwieldy.
Yeah.
The Trail of Tears was shorter.
And it's paperback, right?
Yeah, it's paperback. Because doing a hardcover is a whole nother ballpark. But yeah,
And this one has illustrations, correct?
right. Yeah, and again, unfortunately, I can't show any of them. They're really cool looking. I promise you.
I got the book in the mail like instantly. I backed it, and then I think I got it the same day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Wow, same day. That is really-
Amazon's funny about that. As as a paying customer, they'll give it to you, but when you get your author's copy, it'll take like 2 weeks. So I gotta wait longer.
Yeah.
AC, I could have sworn I sent you the link. Damn it.
It's funny. I got Polaroids that he put in, Bat Sauce Polaroids. I can't show them online though.
I'm going to try
Who's
that
the
thing.
artist?
Let me see.
Sorry.
Wait, I think I got it. I think I got
I
it.
have it,
I'm
too.
gonna DM it to you.
I cracked it. Or Doc cracked it.
Oh,
All right.
it's in your DMs right now.
Tell me if
Me?
this works.
Oh no, him. Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I mean, I go all out in the story. I didn't want to be lazy in any way, and I say lazy specifically because it's a big theme that goes into this about people thinking that he's lazy. If you've seen Office Space, I mean, I just recently rewatched it because I'm looking at all these clips to try to pull advertisements, and I totally forgot he's a programmer in that. So I was like, oh yeah, he's IT too, but
Yep.
obviously nobody has to know IT in order to enjoy that. But yeah, it's not that the main character in Office Space is lazy or anything like that. He only works, he says, 15 minutes a week.
Yeah.
It's just,
He gets hypnotized and tells the truth.
Yeah, it's just this bureaucratic nonsense. So it's like, yeah, I feel like I captured the similar stuff. It's like, man, it's like you get what is it? Mike Judge is the guy who did that. Like he does great comedies, but nobody's done a comedy like Office Space again. Like I love that humor. It's not like over the top in your face. It's just extremely relatable and like cathartic.
Yeah. So are there TPS reports in Illumination or?
oh my God, yeah. It's one of the problems. Like I finished the book a long time ago. It's like I forget some of the stuff. I have working I've worked in IT for 10 plus years. You always have your what's it called? Ticket system, right? So and in this, they don't do tickets. They do trouble quest. And when instead of troubleshooting, they troublecast, and then yeah. And so I have a whole like mundane trouble quest system that like the supervisor's like adamant about them using, and it sucks up all their time from actually doing work, and none of the supervisors actually like look at the reporting. They just ask you directly, and you're just like, well, why am I wasting this time submitting? Yeah, it's just like back and forth. You're just like everybody's job is like designed to waste the people who's actually doing work's time, and it's just like, yeah, it's kind of one of those things. I feel like everybody's been like the low man on totem pole. Like it's gonna be like, yeah, fuck these people, god damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, like, and one of the big villains is like, so like just I've taken so many inspirations for this like terrible supervisor I had and made my life miserable. And so it's the good idea fairy, right? Which have you guys heard of that? Because what's that?
Was it like Queer Eye for a Straight Guy?
No.
Oh my God.
So I've heard good idea fairy. I mentioned it to a lot of people that don't seem to know what it is. Have you guys seen Ella Enchanted?
Yes.
All right, so the fairy in that, they gave Ella the obedience, the power of like being obedient or whatever it is. That was because of a good idea fairy. Like it's this thing that comes from like old like folklore, and so the idea is that they, think about a supervisor comes in like new, and they're just like they somehow instantly know how to solve all the issues. And even though everybody here is like, we've tried all those, and they're like, no, just do what I say. And you got to listen to them because they have power, right?
Yep.
So that's kind of what a good idea fairy does. But it's like an actual fairy that has like some magical powers to them.
Nice.
It kind of reminds me of the idea of the muse. It's almost like a symbolic muse.
Yeah. Yeah, like the first thing she does is like, okay, we're gonna have way more meetings. And then like the back office, like it just makes more sense for it to be in the front. Like we want the people that work in the back, we need them to see the customers, and it's like what? No, we keep in the back for a reason.
I'm a person. I deal with customers.
I put another link in there. This might work, but you got to scroll down to the third one to find your book.
All right. Well, I DM'd you the link. That should work.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Are you the illustrator?
No. Well, actually, AC did this cover.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweet.
He did?
Yeah.
I did.
Good on you, man. That looks awesome.
Thank you.
You didn't say anything, AC?
So,
No. When you were like, I like the back, I was like, cool.
All right, now we have the link. The link is in the chat. Let me know if it works.
let there be links.
Yeah.
Check out this book. It's the second one. Have you got any reviews on your first book?
I think there's like one, but it's because I changed the cover, and so it's like a new book. So I was like, whatever. I released that like years ago, and I never like advertised or anything. But that is a great sci-fi grimdark story. If you're looking for it, I promise you. Trust me.
Yeah, that one seems like a good one too. It's kind of it's really interesting. Like sci-fi and the AI sphere thing. Pretty great.
That's grimdark for you.
Sorry, now I just got my kid screaming his lungs off. Now, sorry.
No, let that happen. I got to get used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Oh God.
All right. Any last words? Regrets?
Like I said, just check out the first page. If you're gonna read a book, like here you go. You need something while you're driving on, or while somebody else is driving on the road to read, pass by time. This is gonna do it too well.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out, chilling.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Who's up next? I think AC.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Excited?
Yeah. So, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate you having me on.
You're awful quiet today.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn my stuff up here. Let me check that.
Bump up the
No, I just
volume.
meant quiet, not like low volume.
Oh, gotcha.
So like low key.
Yeah, I've been chilling lately. Actually, busier than ever, but which is probably why I'm just in chill mode. But yeah, essentially, aside from like my music and podcasting and stuff lately, this is my main focus, and it's an open-ended campaign, meaning it's going to get made as soon as I get the money together, or it gets funded, one of the two, right? So just whenever that either one happens first is when the whole thing kind of comes hammering home here. It's a collaboration between me and Luke Stone and myself, and it's a fantasy comic about fatherhood and magic and ambition, and it's based on source material, which is my published book, which is that would be the Amazon link I tossed in the public chat or the private chat. Essentially, I was able to adapt one of my short stories into a script, and I pitched it to Luke Stone. Me and him hit it off right away. He's a really cool guy, ex-pastor and stuff like that, and the guy is just super nice. Anybody out there? He's the creator of Fun Night Comics, actually. So I suggest following him and getting to know him and stuff. But either way, I gave him the option of all three stories, and I believe it was, hey, do you want the Lizard Queen? Do you want the undead soldier who can't remember who his own name because he's died so many times, or do you want like the orc Vikings that fly? And he was like, oh, give me them orcs. I'm down for the orcs.
Yeah.
So the orcs in my world are they live in the polar regions. So you can think like like a world perpetually trapped in an ice age, and essentially as the planet rotates, you have the massive ice sheet, and it's thawing out and freezing at the same time. So these orcs essentially they're nomadic, and they'll follow like herds of animals and stuff, and conquer anybody that and then they're gone as soon as the seasons change. The snow has to melt eventually. But I digress. This is an isolated story with a defined beginning and ending, so there's no cliffhangers. As I said, based on source material of one of my short stories. So everything is in here. I even specifically jam-packed this one full of characters because as far as my published book goes, this was the final one that I wrote out of all three of the stories. So by then I was like, the wheels were greased, so to speak. And I was just like, let's just pump out a bunch of characters and have a bunch of fun with these orcs. It's orc Vikings. So yeah, this is essentially a legend, kind of like a Beowulf type figure. But when I dive into these stories and focus on this, it's more of like this is kind of like what happened, actually. So a lot of the mythology is stripped away from it when you're actually, I would say, especially when you're reading the comic, because you can just stare at the panel and see it for what it is, so to speak. Whereas with the source material, I can get a little bit flowerier with it and make it sound a little bit more biblical as it's going. Um, yeah, it's just a really interesting take on this. I gave Luke full creativity on the orcs, so like I would give him like direct quotes from the story and kind of describe them. But I rarely pushed back. I wanted him to really dive into his creativity. I wanted him to have fun with it and like really feel like he's a part of this, which I feel like the artist is. Like, in a lot of ways, they're the main part of this particular format. You know. Um, so yeah, Luke knocked it out of the park. What you just scrolled past there was the art contest for it. Those I just have to mention are some of the entrants so far. I believe Shay the Red. I have to add her there too because she did a cosplay, and I count that. I count that as like an art.
Yeah, that'd be
Heck
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Shay's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I agree.
What's going on here?
This is this is one of my favorite panels. This is a single panel that Luke just did a fantastic job on. It's basically flashing through scenes of one of the characters in the story. This is the king. This is the old orc king. He's called Tyvis, and his moniker is the Eagle. So it's I I like historical figures that have monikers. Like Eric the Red, Vlad the Impaler, stuff like that.
Mhm.
So he's Tyvis the Eagle, and this is his life, kind of like you can see him in various stages of his life. Uh, I think if you scroll up a little bit, you can see him. He's like working with his son, his little son there. It's the top middle panel. Oh no, back down, back down. Sorry.
Now, what do you mean?
It was in that same panel. It was a little lower, I think.
Man, yours is long.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I loaded this up. I have some experience with. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Up a little bit
You're
more.
scrolling up right there at
Yep.
the top of the
Yeah.
image.
Top middle, right there. You can see him like working with his son and stuff like that. Um, and the bottom three are kind of like his transition into, because like his whole thing is he has this magic crystal, which kind of in the eyes of the orcs, um, you know, is kind of like proof from the gods that this guy is like the king. The magic in my world is tied intrinsically to objects. Um, there is a way to, kind of turn your body into an object, so to speak, and that involves the details of the magic system, which I like to let people figure out, unless they wanted me to, directly deep dive into it or whatever. But yeah, essentially, he finds one of these magic objects and becomes the king, and it just so happens that his particular like grandpa was one of the orcs that was like more of a brainiac, right? Like so, like you have these like divergent traits among all species. That's how you get like an albino tiger and stuff like that. Um, his grandpa would have been one of the orcs that just kind of like leaned more into mind over body, and yeah, that's where you get the flying ship, because I had this idea where because I really like airships, and I was doing a little research for one of the other stories on like zeppelins and stuff like that and where they all come from. And I was like, is there a way to do this in like medieval time? And basically what I landed on was fermentation and essentially hydrogen. All you would have to do is ferment enough things and capture all the hydrogen gas that's given off of that. Basically, somehow separate the hydrogen from the rest, which you could probably figure out in medieval times with a series of like tubes and stuff. Um, but what makes it special as far as the flying ship goes, and like a kind of somewhat plausible, very loose idea for like medieval flying ships, I can fast track that with the magical object and in the form of electrosis. I think it's like elect electrosis is like what it's called, but like essentially you can pass an electrical current through water, and it turns it into a gas and essentially separates the hydrogen out of it automatically. So he can essentially take this magic crystal and create hydrogen instead of waiting for fermentation like his grandpa did for this flying ship. And so once he gets this crystal and becomes king, he's able to actually like kind of explore the world throughout his life until he becomes old. And then that's when this story takes place. This character is already old. He's the old king. The protagonist is actually him and Horfist, which I believe you saw in the fan art. That was the pale orc, and he is the the next one in line for inheritance. They go very much off of merit, so that's why the king isn't just passing it to his sons, right? It's not like a monarchy or anything. It's like very much off of merit. So the protagonist, him and Horfist, has done a lot of stuff, because like before every kingship, there's a gradual ascent of bloodshed, that leads up to it. You gotta quell the rebellions and get the people who will never bend the knee in line, right? And like, there's like, intrigue and assassination attempts and all this stuff leading up to just simple kingship and like the formation of a nation. So basically, just to summarize him, and he would be probably just like the orc with the most merit, and I would say his superpower is just sheer grit, and like ambition combined into one. So like the reader can assume he was the guy that kind of helped Tyvus with a lot of his king stuff, if you know what I mean, and kind of earned his right to even be offered the crown. So this character, his sons, and then the old king and his sons, they all hop in the flying ship and they leave behind like their Arctic homeland and the nation of orcs that is all there and all that.
But don't give too much away.
Well, I know.
Sorry,
I'm
but-
just getting into the general idea.
John has to go in a few minutes, so I want to pull up his things. Do you have any last words?
Just check it out. There's a nice trailer there with its own theme song by Critical Blast.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and if you don't got the money right now, you can help in other ways by like sharing it. Maybe check in later when a little comes in because it might still be active and stuff. Like I said, it funds as soon as I get it all together. So whether that's just me or just this campaign or whatever happens first, So I appreciate you guys letting me chill and letting me kind of ramble there for a second, but that's all right.
I'll try to play your trailer later. I'll fit that in there.
Cool.
Yeah, check out Saga of Sunsets, Luke Stone, AC Pritchard, and your wife helped out, right? Too.
Yeah, my wife is my editor, and it's very much her comic too. Do you want to say hi?
Who gets their wife to edit? Who would do that?
There she is. But yeah,
I've never done that.
She's been glad to be a part of it. The good thing about your wife being the editor is they won't sugarcoat it for you, especially if you request that they don't sugarcoat it. You just tell me what sounds lame, what looks stupid, what
Be brutal.
Tell me. Yeah. She said she'll do it for anyone. But anyway, thanks again.
Nice. John.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm sorry. I got home late from work, and then I got to go. I have a talk with Kojo Dunn at 7:00 in 6 minutes. So I have a comic, Heroic Tales. It's on Fund My Comic. That's the only place to get it right now. I tried Kickstarter, I tried Indiegogo, but Fund My Comic is going to be my home from now on. I did pretty good on it, and it's shipping tomorrow. The comics are showing up tomorrow. I got the UPS notifications, and there's still time to get in on it. I ordered extra, so if anybody wants to get in on it, if you order digitally, I'll send it to you tonight after I talk with Dojo Kun. So, but the comics will be here tomorrow. It's a labor of love. It's Renzo Rodriguez is doing the art. It's issue 1 features the patriarch. He's I got tired of everybody talking bad about masculinity and toxic masculinity, so I wanted to make everything about masculinity. So he's a father, he's a protector, he's a superhero, he's a husband, and he's a good guy. This is like a return to Bronze Age comics. It's set right now, but I want you to get the feelings like, I don't know, you guys are probably too young, but like Spider-Man in 1983, 1984, these are just, every issue is self-contained. I mean, if you buy issue number 2, you'll appreciate it a little bit more. But in this crowdfunding scene, I think it's a big ask to ask people to pay $35 for a part of a story that you'll get 19 months from now. So it's $10, 2 complete stories, heroic tales, and then unheroic tales. It's the origin of a major villain that'll be a big part, pretty much starting in issue 2. And it's complete. We got some mock ads in there, a letters page. I got one letter, and then the first issue is me doing an editorial. So it's 40 pages for $10. I think it's the best value in crowdfunding right now. Glorious art. That's the back cover.
That's going to be me in a couple months.
Yeah, congratulations. I got a trailer for it. Phantasmagorical made me a trailer, and then Kyle Prometheus also made me a trailer. So I'm gonna play the Kyle Prometheus ones because I'm having trouble playing the Phantasmagorical.
Double up on great.
So
we play the trailer actually.
Yeah, it's I'm sharing the screen. It's not on Fund My Comic.
Okay.
When I did Fund My Comic, I didn't know how to add trailers and stuff like that.
All right.
And then I got to get going. And thank you, Phantasmagorical.
You can just call me Fanta.
I know. That's tough to. How do I hit play on this?
But you're welcome.
Okay.
Turn it up.
You just slide that little thing on the right, the little triangle, or this. Yeah, right there.
So these
Oh,
t-shirts,
Cool.
these I got one left. These are selling like hotcakes.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I got these t-shirts made. I got pint glasses made because he's supposed to be a dad, so I'll have I don't know if you can see, but it's got the Patriarch's logo on it.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I
Ray.
got coins. I got a couple of variant covers. All the variant covers are on Fund My Comic. If you already backed, and now some of the variant covers from the other platforms are there, and you already backed, message me and we'll work out something. I don't want you to pay shipping again. That's not fair. So we'll see what we can do. I was going to put a code, but then I know other people are just going to use the code. So message me. And the comics are coming tomorrow. As soon as I'm done with my talks tonight, I'm printing out all of the logs so I can have my wife, my friends are coming over. We're going to get some pizza tomorrow night and just pack up boxes. So it's happening.
Nice.
I had a 2-week hiccup because I messed up on the files
So
when I printed.
12:40, 3:20, or 4 p.m.
So as you can see, there was like just black lines on the edges. I had a formatting error, and I couldn't. Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
I didn't know what I was doing. When it comes to shuffling files around, I don't know what I was doing. So it was a vast learning curve. I got all of that stuff fixed out, and then as you see this page, there's no dialogue.
You've got time to talk all day.
I switched the files around, so I had to pull everything back and resubmit, and that put me on the bottom of the line for printing. I'm so glad I got a physical proof. The fact that the comic is, the digital copies went out without a hitch, but when I did the physical copies, I messed up a file. I got organized and everything's ready to go. But I got to go. 7 o'clock.
All right.
Is waiting for me.
Bye, John.
Thanks for stopping by.
See you, John.
Have fun with Dojo.
Tomorrow, so it's happening. Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Cheers.
Yeah, check out Heroic Tales. The link's in the chat. We got a couple people joining us. We got here Patrick,
What's up,
What
guys?
up?
How you doing?
CG Commandos.
That's right. How you been?
Good. How you doing?
Good, very good. I see you have my arch nemesis here. What's up,
I was
Fanta?
just gonna say that. Hello, Patty.
Oh, I forgot. It's gonna be hostility now.
Hello, Quinlan.
right. Hello, Quinlan. Oh man, I had Justin on my show the other week, and he mentioned you, Fanta, and I
Yeah.
exploded, and I was like pretending I was all mad, and I guess he didn't know about our feud, so he was like, "Oh man, he really doesn't like her." I was like, "No."
I thought it was joking. Then I was like, maybe he was for real.
Nice.
He just lives in a world of delusion. That's all.
Oh, we're starting this, huh?
Oh,
But I am the biggest Chris Cornell fan because I actually met him in person and got
Don't
his
mean
autograph.
nothing.
Yeah, get in line, buddy.
Whatever.
I was there,
Oh, no.
man.
You
I'm
believe-
impressed.
Wish
believe-
I would have been
Flames are
there.
brown and red.
All right, who's next? Rex?
Sure.
Sexy Rexy? I gotta find your
Yay.
campaign.
Yeah.
Devil fire.
Devil Flyer.
Chris Who says good
Devil
stuff.
Fire
Oh,
over on
God.
Fun My Comment.
Hey, Justin, if you got other people you need to pop on, I can pop off.
No, everybody's here. Except for Ray, who
Oh,
just
okay.
left. I don't know why he left. He keeps having internet issues.
Aw.
Or he doesn't like one of you guys.
Yeah. Like, oh, that Chris Fitz guy's in there. Well,
Fuck him.
yeah. Bloody Drongo. Oh, no, wait. He's not Australian. He's South African.
Yeah.
I don't know
Is
any
he?
of their slang. Yeah.
I don't know.
And where are you, Chris?
I'm
where?
in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Okay.
Oh wow.
Is that a red state or a blue state?
Unfortunately, it's a blue state, and I'm terribly ashamed of it because it's only blue because of Massachusetts.
Mm.
Uh,
Well, Arkansas used to be blue and now it's red. So,
Yay!
things can change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Texas.
Devil Flyer, we're over here on Fun My Comic, Luke Stone's platform. Woohoo! 61 backers, $3,602, 180% funded. Thank you, everyone who's funded Devil Flyer. We're getting ready to overhaul the campaign. We've got a Jimmy Reyes wraparound cover that we're going to reveal here pretty soon. It's being colored by Mark Largent. He's going to be gone tomorrow with a world premiere of his project that's over on Indiegogo, Stalled Track, in Dallas. So he's taking a break from coloring the cover to do a convention tomorrow in Dallas where he lives.
Oh, nice.
And they're going to do a world premiere of his project, which is pretty sweet at a Star Trek convention. We've got a acrylic standee available, and that'll be going where you can get that singly pretty soon. We're going to be printing out some trading cards starting next week at the
Trading cards.
Trading cards. Yeah. That,
Oh,
that
yeah.
are,
If you need metal trading cards, I'm your man. I can make double-sided. I can also make metal prints now that are the same size as a comic book.
I heard you
Oh,
say
yeah.
that last time I was on. I
Yeah.
actually need one for the sign up because I need a metal card for that. So we'll talk, Justin.
Yeah, I got an Etsy store. It's got all that on there. You can order as many as you want. If you need a certain quantity that I don't offer, I can do make a new listing for you or whatever.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk to you about that. Because the everyone that signed up gets a full card. So I hope that's what you're talking about. If not, we'll talk.
I'm talking about aluminum, hard aluminum.
Okay. This is the last stretch go there. My first Western female character that I've created, Midnight. And she'll be featured actually on a page that Drake Kreger is drawing. It's kind of like Devil Flyer is like a hero anthology that's all interlinked stories. we got the main Devil Flyer story. We got a minor character that has a larger story than the rest of the short stories. Although I think we're tied on this prequel issue. It is magazine size. We've expanded it by 4 pages from 48 pages. We've got three covers. One done by John Dillard. One is John Falandes, which is kind of new to the comic scene, that did the Devil Flyer story, which is 29 pages, I believe. And we've got a blank cover if for wraparound cover that people can draw on, magazine size, like I say. And we have the one by Jimmy Reyes dropping here pretty soon as the colorist is done with it, Mark. He volunteered to do that, so we'll give him a try at it. We got Devil Flyer in there. We got Grave Tales done by Doc Blaylock. That there was Pariah Blood and Mud series. And we've got John Dillard. He did an Inner Man story. Also did some inserts for me on the, as you see here, the bystander character. Shattered reality type thing that's being made into a limited trading card.
It's pretty cool effect.
Yeah.
Working on the bystander, the last story right now, putting it together. This is another piece that done by George that also did the Midnight piece. That's Modern Day Mummy. So, and that'll be made into a trading card. We are going to have at least a 9-card trading card set when we renew everything, and the art will be renewed. We have a black glow-in-the-dark bog tapestry that you can get as well.
Oh,
got a
cool.
2-page story by Dirty Joe, a character called Dirty Joe, which is more of like a text story, but it has a couple of drawings by Hockey. So we've got a lot of talent. Back a couple of the issues that need a back cover, not the wraparound covers, apparently, but done by Tank Ferret. So we got a lot of talent on this book.
Wait, this one's Tank Ferret?
That one is John Dillard, and he'll be doing the back cover to this one and the John Falandes Golden Age cover.
I'm interested in the Tank Ferret one. I'd like to see that. I think I missed it.
Okay, that'll be the back cover.
Oh, okay.
That'll be on the back cover. Yeah.
I miss Tank, man.
Actually, 6 a.m. did a sticker based on a Tank Ferret drawing, and then we've got one based on that one of John Dillard's cover that everyone gets free. Everybody gets a free 4x6 drawing of one of the characters in the Momentum universe. This is not just about one character, Devil Flyer, but about the whole Momentum universe. Basically, the way this came about with got together with my neighborhood designer and friend, John Falandes, who designed the Devil Flyer logo, and we worked on the character. And he's kind of, believe it or not, he's kind of a mashup character, one of many that I've created over the decades. Been creating characters since the 70s. So
nice.
Finally realizing here in the crowdfunding, we did a crowdfunder that did an ash can, a Devil Flyer ash can that did over $1,400. It's still up on Indiegogo, so you can try before you buy. It's got the first, I think, 7 pages of the story, and then a pinup section. Oh, thank you.
Double backer.
Nice.
Double backer. Yeah.
Deuce.
Hey.
And we've also got a digital tier. We've got my dog that just shares a birthday with me. We just celebrated it both our birthday. I turned 59. Nice. She turned 12 on November 2nd. Steve Dicko's birthday. We've got, if you like some of the art that's up here, you better get it now because some of it's going to be switched out here pretty soon. We got an artist hardback edition, and this is the cover to it with the colored logo. If we do get, some more funding, then we'll do vinyl wraparound on that, which
Nice.
will mimic the 25th Marvel books with a border done by John Dillard. Here's the acrylic painting by a bog that's done
I
by
like
Doc
the little
Blaylock.
leaves on his head. I like that.
Yeah.
I told him twigs and he put leaves. He looks like a Native American there with feathers. But yeah, I like it too. That is an acrylic painting that's available up on the campaign, and half the money does go to Doc Blaylock and half goes to me. He was nice enough to donate that to the campaign early on. And
Sweet.
here is the splash page to A Devil's Weapon. He goes up against basically Chicago Mafia. That was Cy Marco there with the eye patch. He new vigilante on the Chicago landscape. Basically goes up against the Chicago Mafia. Inner Man, basically John Dillard's story gets introduced. We've got a longer, lengthier bystander story that we're working up now, which will incorporate a lot of the Momentum characters. Grave Tales, which is done by Doc Blaylock. Wonderful story, 9-page sort of old Charlton type horror story that introduces Bog. And as I said, Jay Krieger's working on a midnight.
All right, let me play this trailer.
Okay.
Let's see it. Oh. Oh, nice touch at the end.
Yeah, Doc Blaylock did that for me. Very nice trailer. Pedro Ang did the animation from my original, so we kind of adapted that from the original Ashcan. Critical Blast will be fulfilling this campaign just as soon as I get in the print files and everything, the books or whatever. Unlocked Devil Flyer trading card already, and then the sign-up card got a zigzag magnet, which is kind of like my speedster. And we got the midnight card and the 6 a.m. sticker, as I said, and everybody gets a free 4x6 character drawing from me, original.
Head sketch?
Head sketch, yeah.
Really?
I can show you some originals here if you want to blow me up. I can show you some of these, what I'm talking about.
Wait, if I want to blow you.
That's what I thought he said.
That's what I thought he said too. I was like,
Well, I like you, but not that much.
I don't know if he was
Yeah,
talking to
probably
me
dinner
or
first.
Fansa or what. I don't like.
That's my
talking to
dog
me.
Abby there. She's the best
My
pet I've
ears are
ever had.
burning.
Oh, there
I
we
mean,
go.
that's a
Okay.
good marketing campaign if I've ever heard it.
We got villains. we got new characters. This one's a new one.
Oh, those are
called
big
After-
sketch cards.
Aftershock. Yeah, they're 4x6. Yeah, we got Geo there. We got Zeitgeist. He's a baddie. Yeah. Mhm. So this is a sample of some of my artwork. You know, I like to draw Geo in different ways. I'm kind of experimenting with him. We got the Killer Clown there. He's not too happy. You know, redesigns of Smolder and all types of stuff. Hey,
Nice.
and we got Abby here. The birthday.
Can
This
I
is our
just
birthday.
say, in my package, I don't want clown.
You don't want Clown. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, you might get a Dark Angel because Dark Angel's going to make an appearance somewhere in the book.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Fembat that we're going to talk about. Fembat's going to make a cameo appearance. in
Any
it as
last
well.
words,
Wow.
regrets about the
Last
campaign?
words, yeah. What this good that you got the armored up Devil Flyer here, because our Devil Flyer will go up against the armored version in Devil Flyer Zero, my next project, which will be coming soon next year
Oh, nice.
after this one.
Awesome.
And also, I'm on that campaign. I'll have featured not only Devil Flyer Zero, but we'll have Momentum Future Visions or Momentum Unleashed. And Future Visions is going to be a look at the Momentum universe in the future. One story is set in 1959. It's not our future; it's the character's future. It's called The Death of Silver Boa, and you'll see a 2-page Silver Boa spread by John Dillard in this book. So back in today.
Back it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Do it.
You like great art and you like a variety, we got something for everybody. Thrills,
Very
chills,
cool.
suspense.
Nice.
And Devil Flyer, I must say, will be in pencils down as well. Justin's book.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we're gonna do a little Easter egg for you.
Oh yeah. That's all we ask.
We got here
Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Phantasmagorical.
Fanta's YouTube.
My
Absolutely.
YouTube?
Yeah,
YouTube channel.
Cool.
it's time to promote.
Yeah.
Heart
Yeah.
of CG.
Am I supposed to talk about it?
Yeah, tell us about your channel. What you're up to.
Okay. Well, I usually do promo videos for indie campaigns. I've done one for Devil Flyer, a bunch of them. I have those videos. I have creator spotlight videos from the man cave. I would do a video for our guests to spotlight them. There are shorts on there. There's my Dark Angel videos are there. Yeah.
No
Just
drama
please
either.
check.
Just promotion and fun videos, right?
Yeah, I will
Video.
eventually be starting up a show of my own called the F Files.
Fanta
Yeah, I
Files.
plan. Huh?
The Fanta Files.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have people on and talk to them, get to know them. Some may be comic creators, some may not be. Just stuff I'm interested in, and hopefully everybody else. And maybe a show here or there, just hang out. But I'm getting close to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
I'm not,
that.
Nice.
yeah, getting really close. And so when I get a little over 1,000, because you know how YouTube does, they take them and give them and all that. I'll do a giveaway. I'm hoping to have like make up little goodie bags of my Dark Angel character, maybe stickers and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited. Please sub. Give me to the 1,000. I'm so
Get her to
excited.
1,000. She deserves
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
there's
drop
music
that.
too. I do that too. There's some music on there. There's Easy Mill. He's a Filipino rapper that Eminem just signed, and so I really love him. So I've got those there too. A little bit of everything. It's random, but it's just stuff I'm interested in, and hopefully other people. Thank you.
Very cool.
Short and sweet. Who's next on the chopping block? I was going to show Fembat for Apex. He's not able to come today. He's at work. So I'm just going to show his campaign really quick. And I'm going to play his trailer at the end of the show. He's in the outro. He's got a new trailer by Good Stuff.
Cool.
You guys, let me see. Here it is. Fembat, the talk of the town. He's trying to fund. He's at 68%. He needs to hit $1,000, $675. He's got plenty of time. 181 days. That's a long.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's generally a good thing. A lot of time you just keep grinding, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with grinding.
Yeah.
He's been working on this project for a long time. I think he's did every part of it. He did the coloring, the lettering, the inking,
Cool.
the design work. So it's 100% him. He is his own creative team. I think he did everything but the trailer.
Oh wow.
I don't know this character's name. Is that
The
is he
man
a
in the
vampire?
Edmund Corell is what he's saying. He says, "Not yet. My name is Edmund Corell,
Oh, I see it now.
the Death Dealer."
Ooh,
Look at her tatas.
look at
Yeah.
that.
Tune in Tokyo.
I guess she was a go-go dancer, and then she encountered a vampire and got bitten or something like that, and that's how she came to be.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she got some armored breasts somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. Bulletproof
Nice.
boobies.
Yep.
Looks good. Apex
got
is
good style.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the gargoyle.
Yeah.
He's got a stogie.
That page right there with all the books, and he's got a
Yeah.
bunch of different names of Comicsgate books and stuff.
Oh, I didn't
written
notice
on
that.
those.
Oh, nice. Easter
Oh
egg.
wow.
You see Smokes back there?
Scroll up. There's another picture with more. See all
Oh,
that?
there it is.
Yeah.
Man, he did cram a lot in there.
Wow.
That's everybody he backed,
Damn.
Cool.
I think, or he wanted to back.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Gargoyle.
I like that guy.
Oh, hey, you're friggin' welcome.
He spent a lot of time, put a lot of love into this book. Look at this.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, he's been a part of the community, and he's always promoting other creators when he can. I know he works a lot, but when he has, free time, he's always, there to help fellow creators.
Yeah.
And we need more of that. That's why I kind of started this show, just to, spotlight some campaigns, shine some light on you guys.
Cool format.
Oh, yeah.
I dig it.
So he's got stretch goals, Fembat bookmark. He wants to get the whole book to be full color at 5,000. He's going to have a Fembat trading card if he hits 10,000.
Oh, damn.
And he can even extend the story.
Yeah. Target acquired.
So let's get him funded. He's right. He's not too far away from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop the
Anybody
link one more
deserves what
time.
Apex does. I'm sorry.
Get funded. Come on. It's Apex. Your friend Apex. The one that always promotes you. The guy who's always there.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got bulletproof boobies.
Yeah. Who doesn't like bulletproof
What
boobies?
more do you want?
Bing, bing.
All right, here's the link again. Check out Fembat. All right, let me play the trailer for you.
Sweet.
Wait, where is the trailer? Oh, that's right. You sent it to me as a file. I'll play in the outro.
Sweet.
Okay.
Check it out by Apex. Good man. What else we got in here? Oh, Patrick.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
We're gonna have Apex on too on the Commandos.
Are you?
In early December. I have to check my calendar. That's why I have calendars, because I don't remember dates. But yeah, we're gonna have him on. We got to get that book funded. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Heck
So,
yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
But
You
here,
got the
let me,
link?
yeah,
in
let me
the-
send it to you in the.
Yeah, put in the private.
There we go.
All right, pulling that up. Phenomenal Tales.
Yes. Yes, Phenomenal Tales #1 Minotaur, ladies and gentlemen. So this is I have a series of comic books called Phenomenon, and this is like an offshoot series where we go over the background and origins of some of the characters that you find in Phenomenon. So this one's going to be, it's the whole, while Phenomenon is like a long form story, kind of like Game of Thrones or Attack on Titan or something like that. These are going to be more like, tales that are obviously tales that are consigned to one book. So the whole thing will pretty much be to a degree resolved, at least the main story of how that person came to be and what their interests are and things like that. In this story, this is set in 1996 in an alternate universe Soviet Union where the US and the Soviet Union had a nuclear war. And so they're all trying to kind of come back from that, and there's mutated rad monsters that roam the countryside, bands of wild monsters roaming the countryside, eating people alive. But the Soviets also have to defend against a border incursion by the People's Republic of China. I know that might sound weird to people that commies fight with one another, but they do. And yeah, right. And so yeah, the Chinese commies versus the Russian commies, and then a little bit of rad monster issue in this because there's one particular rad monster that's been going around wiping out entire camps of both Russian and Chinese. And this guy, Minotaur, this guy shooting the gun here, has been tasked with capturing the monster for the war effort so they can study it and essentially reverse engineer its abilities so they can defeat the Chinese. And then eventually America as well.
Wait, who did the colors?
That's the amazing Peter Gilmore, the CG king of horror. So he also did the cover. He drew and colored the cover. Yeah, Peter's amazing.
Yeah, the cover's dope. Very dope.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. And
everybody likes Peter.
Peter's amazing.
Suck it.
He's a professional too. Like, he just does his work and he doesn't get involved in all the bullshit. He just does his work.
That looks like killer shrews, that they're battling killer shrews.
Attack of the Phenomenal Tales 1, Attack of the Killer Shrews.
Why is that Renee Zellweger?
But yeah, so this is Minotaur. He's talking to General Isakov. Both of these characters were in the first comic book that I released, Phenomenon, which you can see right there. And for those people who missed out on that, yeah, kind of. Those people who missed out on that, you'll be able to pick up a Jimmy Reyes cover of that on this campaign.
Jimmy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you scroll down a little bit, it'll show the Jimmy Reyes cover, which was also colored by Peter Gilmore. That's Brie Larson. Oh, I mean, never mind.
Brie Larson.
Well, we were talking about shrews, so
Yeah.
is that like a personal attack or something?
Nice.
I know, I'm feeling
nice. Is that like a personal?
That's the Minotaur, right?
Well, Minotaur is the name of the soldier. That is somebody else who you'll find out the name of. It's kind of a spoiler, so you'll find out his name, its name, they, them's name, in the book.
No!
We are Legion.
All right, here's the cover.
Yeah, this is the Peter Gilmore cover.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's
This
funny
is
because he
Peter?
sent me the hard. Yeah, it's Peter. He sent me the hard copy of it, and the hard copy is different than this because he sent me the hard copy, and then he's like, "No, it's not good enough." And he went over and he did it again essentially and made an even better cover than what he sent me.
That's a really good cover.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
so.
Well,
I literally saw this cover and I was looking at it and I go, "Now that's a fucking cover!" Like I was so stoked about this. Am I allowed to use language on this show? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, good.
Too late anyway.
Yeah, probably should have asked first.
Well, just don't talk about Democrats, I guess.
Oh god.
No take backs.
Yeah, that's how you get YouTube's attention.
Yeah. Talking about Joe Biden or Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm really excited for people to get this book. This book is 24 pages of fully colored sci-fi horror. Regardless of whether or not my campaign funds, this has all already been paid for and it already exists. So, like, I just sent the last 3 pages off to be colored by Peter. So it's
Nice.
done pretty much. It's gonna get lettered and then it'll be all done. Eric Weathers is doing the letters for me, so that's gonna be really cool.
Hell yeah.
You went all out.
That right there is the Jimmy Reyes cover. So if you want to get the first issue of Phenomenon to kind of get with all the what's going on in the story, then that's what you want to pick up as well.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice
Very
work.
excited for people to read this. And I'm going to keep doing this till I die. So I hope people pick it up and read it and then, criticize, whatever. Let me know what's good and what's not. Because I'm going to be a professional comic book writer. I've decided it. And I'm just waiting for people to help me get better. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So yeah,
Yeah.
very excited. Thanks for letting me show this.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm going to play the
man,
trailer.
that's sweet.
Oh, the trailer is made by Good Stuff.
Yay!
I heard of him.
Yeah.
Now I'm around.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, people are getting aroused in the chat.
I didn't think I would have this effect on people.
Hey, you should quote that and market this show with that
Yeah.
whole it's a fact. I mean, it's a fact.
arousing
People
experience.
can fact check you, and they would check out.
Like an orgy for my eyes.
An arousing tale of a communist
Yeah.
not of mutated
Arousing communist tale.
That's a fact.
My-
That's a
By
Camaradica.
Patrick Barrett. All right, let's play this.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, Phenomenal Tales #1, ladies and gentlemen. Only $10 right now, only on Fund My Comic. I'm an OG Fund My Comic creator. I will never go anywhere else. Fund My Comic equals freedom and love, and so I'm going to stay there for forever. I love how all these big name guys are like, "Oh, I think I'm going to switch over to Fund My Comic." It's like, yeah, that's right. That's right. We've been here. Come on down. So
Right. We'll make room.
yeah, and like I said, it's only $10. So you're gonna be hard pressed to find a better deal. I mean, there's Richard Embry, he's got his for $5, and Hojo I think is going for 10 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean, this is gonna be one of the cheapest, not quality wise, but cheapest books you could.
What's the shipping? What's the shipping for us?
$8 nationally in America. Internationally, it'll be 30 because it ranges from like 22 to 28.
Damn.
Yeah, it's murder shipping.
Oh, you
things.
got to use pirate ship, man. Much cheaper prices.
Like Ethiopians.
I don't know about that.
The Somalian.
I am the comic creator now. Look at me. I'm the comic now.
Yeah. Well, you know what the real kicker is though is like it's really hard for us Americans, small business owners, to deal business internationally because even though we get dinged by that asininely high shipping, our customers, dude, they're getting hit by these bizarre import fees.
Yeah.
Even if you try to pass it off as a gift, which is what this is, because you're not actually buying this, you're backing the creator and he's giving this to you as a gift, as a perk. They're still getting nailed with these like insane import fees. Like a $10 book turns into like $60, and it's like, come on, guys! Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, like the VAT tax or something like that
Yep.
in the UK. Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a purposeful way of preventing cultures from exchanging ideas.
Well, yeah, it's intentionally designed to be hostile to American businesses. So I wonder if we could find ways of getting shippers in select parts of the world be like, hey, this is our European branch, and suddenly they don't have to get paid by that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a great idea.
I know like the Russ Leach and Randy Zimmerman, who's over on Fun My Comic as well, Arrow Comics doing the Atlantean. They're actually printing a UK, printing some of them in the UK and distributing them from there. So
yeah,
the artist is in the UK, so it
still
it's
first
about printing, but
accessibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to get like Phenomenon should be like a person who buys it in Europe shouldn't be any more penalized than a person who buys it here domestically in the States.
Absolutely, yeah.
Digital is huge because of that. I think.
Yeah.
I say why not because, I have a little bit of a background in music. I'll just make it short. Like, we purposely leaked our stuff at one point, and it gets you in there. It gets you in the game, is all I'll say. So, like, if somebody cares enough to leak it, that could benefit you actually. But I digress.
Well, the next goal for this is I'm just going to take after what's his name? Fuck, I forgot his name. I'm going to take after a fella, and I'm going to translate this into right. I feel so embarrassed. I'm going to translate this into Russian and hopefully be able to sell it in Russia. Actually, now that Trump has been elected and that war will be over by his inauguration, I am so stoked to be able to go back to Russia and meet some people so I can get my foot in the door and try to sell this book in Russia, because I think
yet.
Yeah, right. No, they're not going to say "niet" to this. They're going to be like, "Da, очень хорошо, очень отлично." Yeah. But it'll be exciting to like be able to sell this to them as well, because I love Russia and Russian culture. I hate the Soviet Union. I hate Marxism, but I love Russia and their culture, and it's I can't wait to. I mean, this is all kind of inspired by things like Metro 2033, if you guys have ever heard of that.
Yes.
So, like, yeah, that's where I get my biggest inspiration, is that kind of Russian-style post-apocalypse. Stalker, there's a game like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing says I love you like a Russian post-apocalypse story.
There's no mention of Russian women. What's up with that?
Well, there's no women in this issue, but there are women, real women in Phenomenon Comic Magazine number 1 and 2.
Real women are the best.
Yeah.
Russian women are real women.
Here are glories.
And Tetris, you forgot to mention Tetris.
98% of the
Tetris.
Yeah. Alexei Pajitnov there, the guy that got screwed by the Soviets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, didn't he have to
Creator
leak
of
his own
Tetris.
game? He had to leak the game to another country to get it back or something?
Well, in communist Russia, you don't own your property. So he
I
created
believe it was
Tetris.
dumped in the Leaky Weeks files there.
Well, he sold it to a company, and then the Soviet Union sold it to Nintendo. So he's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
But I thought you can own something after 15 years or something like that. Or some
And
kind
you
of
win a free trip to Siberia for the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the state owns it
Nostradania.
until they decide that they just want to feed you to the dogs for counter-revolutionary conversation. Then it's over for you.
Yep.
They could find any reason, and that's the funny thing about the Soviet Union. It is so similar to the woke leftoids in America. The way they operate, the way that they try to destroy your reputation first before they destroy you. It's the exact same thing. It's just the woke people aren't capable of violence and don't have dogs. So.
Any last words?
I would love for you guys to buy this book. You're really going to enjoy this one. It's my best work to date, and it'll only keep getting better. Back this if you can. It's only $10, like I said, and then get the first comic book so that when I launch the next one on February 14th, Valentine's Day, you'll be able to just pick the second one up, and you'll be keep going along with the story here. It's all connected.
That's the week my baby's coming, man.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Well, it's supposed to be February 16th, but it could be earlier or later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a cable repair guy, you know.
Yeah. There's a window.
Precisely when they mean to.
There's a window.
Stay at home all day waiting and waiting and waiting.
Maybe I can have baby streams and I'll be like this.
There you go. It's called Your Water's Broke.
Oh, my camera wasn't on. I'll be like this.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be in the stirrups.
No, I can get one of those papooses or that shit you strap into your chest.
Yeah.
Papooses.
Yeah,
For the first 6 months, it'll be
Kangaroo pouch.
for the first 6 months, it'll be Cannabis and Conspiracies ASMR version while the baby's napping on your chest.
Yeah.
everybody's gonna give me their pregnancy
UFOs are real.
stories.
Ooh, 49 hours.
49
Oh,
hours.
God.
Holy shit! Push that thing out.
Jeez.
That poor woman.
Jeez.
At that point, you
She's
just got to reach up in there and yank him out. You know
She's
what I'm saying?
tougher than she looks. Last one she had came out sideways.
Oh,
Wow.
that's reconstructive surgery, my
Well,
friend.
there was a bungee cord.
Yeah, I could do a virtual baby shower with comic books.
Oh, there you go.
Heck yeah.
We just had a shower actually. So we got like almost everything we need right now. I got like every size baby clothes you can think of, from like infant to like 1 year old, 2 years old, or something like that. And in
It's all
between,
about them diapers. Dude, you're going to go.
yeah,
through
I got
so
diapers
quickly.
stacking up in upstairs and stuff like that. I got, I had to put together a rocking chair so you can rock the baby in the chair and all that.
Nice.
Patrick, we're gonna have to get you on my daily show if you're available.
Yeah,
I
get
would
on
love
there.
to, man. My work schedule's a little weird, but let's talk on Twitter. We'll figure it out.
Sure, yeah, weekend or something. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
I
awesome.
can do
Thank you.
anytime.
And I'll have to have you on the Commandos too.
Oh, love it.
We can push the book. It'll be great.
Sweet.
Yeah, we've already played your trailer and stuff. Talked about your project. It looks cool.
Thank you very much. I worked long and hard on it. When COVID started, I just decided I'm gonna write comics now. So
Double
this is-
down.
it's
Yeah.
all coming to fruition now.
Well, I'm glad something good came out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and me.
That and a lot of babies, huh, Justin?
Yeah.
Pencils down. Put those pencils down.
Oh,
Stop
looks
work
like we
immediately.
did get a new backer.
Oh,
Pencils down.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Can't say who it is, but you might know him or her.
Oh, dogs me.
Oh, you just gave it away.
Now you guys know who it is.
Jennifer Lopez?
It's a they them.
So we're
Jenny
at
from the
look at
block.
that.
Thank you, Beyonce.
Oh, we're at a nice even number, 2750.
Nice.
So we are 55% funded. 14 days left, but I can reset it for another 30.
Nice.
So it's looking very good. Friday I'm going to be on the Friday nights, and I'm also going to be on Bancroft
Yes.
Nice.
Kitchen. But that is the night of the Mike Tyson fight. But I think it's like an hour difference. I don't think it's going to be more than like 3 or 4 rounds, and the rounds are only like 90 seconds. So
They're gonna be like a McNeely fight, and everybody will be back over to the stream. Minute 30-second fight.
You saying the rounds are actually going to be a minute and a half?
Yeah, they're going to be shorter than normal rounds because Tyson is old, I guess. It was the reasoning or something like that.
Oh, that's not good for Paul, which is
No.
good for everybody
No,
else.
it's not.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
You
he's
just
gonna
have
be sprinting the whole time. Dude. He's gonna. Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing.
You'd have to be like fucked up in the head to even get in the ring with that monster.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
look,
there you
Ear
go.
protectors.
It's Jake Paul. I mean, he's he's kind of touched.
Yeah.
So,
He's special.
yeah. Did you hear him thanking the gods? He said, "The gods have decided I'm gonna win." He said it while he's wearing that fucking ear, and it's like, bro,
Shit.
he's
Damn.
gonna murder you.
He came out with those gummies that are ears with bite marks in them.
Yep.
Oh, really? That's
Wow.
That's actually kind of funny.
We can put it in the context that he understands if he's going to talk about gods. He's a normal ass dude, and he's challenging Hercules. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, J-Lo backed my book?
And
And Taylor.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man.
It's kind of hard to do that from a prison cell, but okay.
Wait, you saw Mike Tyson knock out multiple people with his first punch. Yeah, remember Sphinx? He got fucking knocked out after like 90 seconds, I think.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
when he first came out of jail. He had his comeback with Hurricane McNeely, and everybody was all hyped up about it, and it was literally a knockout in the first like 15 seconds of round one. Just
I remember
Love
people were
those.
pissed because it was pay-per-view, wasn't it?
yep, and everybody's like, we just spent all this money for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's on Netflix, which was actually a pretty genius idea of Netflix to have Mike Tyson
Yeah.
return to the ring and broadcast it live. And you don't have to pay any extra. You just need a regular Netflix account or your friend's Netflix account that you use. You know,
Oh, variant.
not
cover
that I
Mike
know
Tyson.
about that,
Right.
but
Dude, Mike Tyson as number 2 pencil.
yeah, make it happen. I can't draw, so I'm not going to be able to do it.
You need the video game.
I could never beat that motherfucker on Nintendo. Could you? You got to have a lot of patience and know the exact combination. You got to
It's
be
so
fast.
frustrating. Yeah.
I saw my brother do it many times, and you only get like 1 split second to get that punch in, and you got to
Yep.
have a certain combination you got to hit him with, and you got to get a heart or a star or whatever, and then you got to save up for that super punch.
Yep.
I remember there was a code you can get there right to him if you put the code in.
Well, the game was also it only lasted for about a year or so, and then they pulled it from the shelves and because they lost the license and put Mr. Dream in there instead of Mike Tyson. So a lot of people got disappointed when they went and got Punch Out, and they're like, "Where the hell's Mike Tyson?"
Oh yeah, they removed him from the game later on. I forgot what year it was. They erased him from history.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still.
Oh yeah.
Does
Yeah,
anybody think that the other guy's going to win? The YouTuber Jake Paul, whatever his name is.
I think there's a good chance he is going to win, but that's because I feel like Tyson might throw the fight, and I hate to say that, but I mean that's what it seems like every fight Jake Paul does, somebody's throwing the fight, or he purposely sets it up so the person is way older, and like the guy doesn't like fight fair, so I don't know. I want Tyson to beat him up. Everybody wants to see Jake Paul bloodied. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
But
So I hope it's a short
Everybody
fight. He gets knocked out, and then everybody can watch me on Bancroft tomorrow.
Yep.
And then after that, I'll be jumping on with Mad Ruth, hanging out with Jason Sandberg,
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Eric.
talking about pencils down.
Mad Root's the shit, and I'll add to that. Everybody wants to see Jake Paul get beat up. Everybody also likes they can't look away when a bear starts mauling something.
yeah,
Like that's another thing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's very true.
Oh no! Oh how terrible! Oh no!
Oh no!
It was on cocaine at the time.
Oh, his guts are all over the floor. Oh, this is horrible.
His ears
That's
flying through the
no,
air.
Jeffrey.
There goes his other ear.
But if you guys haven't checked out Pencils Down, it is still funding on Indiegogo. We just hit the 2-week mark. We are 55% funded. Getting closer and closer to the goal. Every dollar counts. I have a lot of options. You can get all 3 covers for $45. I also have a digital option if anybody, you don't want to spend too much money. $8 for the digital. 2 PDFs. One of them is going to be the line art, and the other one is just a standard comic. And I'll have all 3 covers inside the inside the PDF, so you guys can see it all. And then if you just want nothing fancy, just the comic book, the main cover by Eric Hodson, you can get the standard edition for $15, and it's $8 shipping, and you'll get all the stretch goals. And the first stretch goal is going to be number 2 sticker by 6 a.m.
Nice.
Then if we get to the second stretch goal, Fanta will be having her own sticker.
Oh.
Something she probably never imagined possible.
No, the Dark Angel sticker. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I also have a ultimate digital collection, which is everything I've ever done. You're going to get Smokes, Weaponized Werewolf. You're going to get unreleased content. You're going to get Pencils Down. You're going to get the Pencils Down line art edition by Dillard. There's just the artwork, no paint, no balloons, no text. And I'm also going to give you the line art edition for Smokes and Weaponized Werewolf. and the pencils only edition of Smokes for $20, 8 PDFs. And then I had these packs where you basically pick what cover you want, whatever cover you like the best, and you also get a digital copy. And there's the option to have me sign the book. Some people like that shit signed, I know, and some people don't want you touching it. And I'm not mad if you don't want it signed. So you get the option when you back it. Pick your cover. And once we get a little bit more funded, I'm going to have Dillard start working on the cover.
Nice.
And I'm sure he's going to knock it out of the park. And that's going to be the only piece of artwork that's going to be physical art, traditionally done. The rest of it's all digital, actually, except for the fan art. I guess some of that's going to be traditional. But a lot of people use the digital stuff. There's a lot of advantages in digital, but the main disadvantage is there's no original art. You know what I mean? That's a big one. I'm a big fan of original art. I wouldn't say the art form is dying, but more and more artists are going towards digital nowadays. Which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, but some people do both.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't you feel like, though, when you get something beautiful that's physical from somebody, you're just like, I don't want to give this away. Like, I want to keep this. You know?
It means that there's like digital, and not to downplay digital artists, but dude, there's no undo button in real media.
Right.
You know, you're getting something they legitimately put down there. There's no redos or anything.
Yeah.
I have my biggest tier that's still available is the Belmont Press Vault. And that comes with Smokes, both covers, the Gerhard cover, the Peeing cover, Fanta's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you call it? The Call of the Wild?
When nature calls.
Oh, When Nature Calls. And then it comes with the Don Perlin, Bob Layton cover. And Don is no longer with us. He just passed away recently. I believe he was like 94 or 95 years old. He was a legend. He's the creator of Bloodshot, co-creator of Bloodshot and Moon Knight.
Wow.
He used to draw Transformers, Ghost Rider, some titles for Valiant. He was working on Bloodshot. He did some other cover work. You know, he's been around for a long time. He's just
Werewolf
a great
by
guy.
Night.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night.
Sweet.
What else? The Defenders.
Yep.
What else? He had a long career.
Long.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and my comic was the second to last cover he did published before he passed away. He did one more cover for Chuck Dixon. It was an Airboy cover. So, I'm glad that, I was able to, get to know him. And I even bought some artwork from him, believe it or not.
Nice.
I bought some artwork featuring the first appearance of Ninjak. He still had those pages. And I even bought a cover from him. I bought a couple of Bloodshot covers from him that he had.
Oh, sweet.
But his favorite, he told me his favorite cover for Bloodshot was Bloodshot's Night Off. Have you seen that cover?
Mm-mm.
Where he's like laying in the chair in his lounger, and he's got like his wife beater on, and he's got his control, his TV remote in his hand, and he's just relaxing, watching TV. He had that one framed in his house. He told me that one was never for sale. So that's his favorite thing he ever did, I believe, his favorite cover. But
that's sweet.
He did a great job on my cover. And if you guys want to pick up one of his last works, there's only 5 copies available on this. And then I have maybe 2 more that I'm going to offer on Fund My Comic because I have Smokes parked over there. So there's only going to be 7 copies left. So if you want to get one, now's the time. The rest of them I am keeping, which is not that many, just a few that I want to keep for myself. There's nothing wrong with keeping some comics for yourself,
Yeah.
And the drawn in tears sold out. What's that?
Wow.
I was gonna ask when Pencils Down gets big and Netflix tries to pick it up.
Yeah.
And then they try to replace Dixon Sharp with Dixon Ticonderoga Black. Are you gonna let them?
Depends how big that check is.
Right.
Yeah. Why is he a ballpoint pen now? What's going on?
Right.
That's what I wanted, though. I wanted them to give me a call and say, "Hey, we like that pencil character you got. we don't want you to put out the comic book. We're just going to write you $1 million check and you give us the rights to it. And we're going to change the origin and use it as our mascot for our pencil company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then I'll go on a little vacation.
Yeah.
Just the eensy weensy one, huh?
Yeah. So the sold out tier was the drawn in one, where you can actually get on the cover. So I just got the pictures, the references from the people that backed. So they're going to be in the background somewhere. But
Sweet.
and it's
Very
going to be a
nice.
traditional cover, and I'm going to own it. I don't think I'm going to sell it though. I can't part with that. I gotta own the only physical piece.
And
Yeah.
it's Dillard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
wow.
Dillard, John Dillard.
Yeah.
Very, very talented man.
Yeah, look at
Love
his
Dillard.
line art.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
I love his rendering. It's not too overdone, and it just gives a perfect amount of volume to the figure. You know,
Mhm.
beautiful.
Oh, guess what, Patty?
What's up?
What?
I got a commission from him, Chris Cornell.
You what?
Nana boo boo.
Oh, she's a bigger fan.
Wait a minute. You're saying you got John to do a commission of Cornell for you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh well. So do
Son of a
I.
bitch.
Feel
Son
the
of a-
rhythm, while
Dear
you can.
John, can you please do a
Which-
commission?
Which I got him without his shirt and the long hair and the necklace on
What
and
like
the jeans.
is that the like super unknown style? Long hair or short hair?
I got long hair.
So bad motor finger. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What did you get?
That's- No, I was joking. I was trying to one up you. It
Man,
doesn't-
because I was thinking, okay, I got to get back in touch with him and see if I can one up you.
It's okay. There's nothing you can do because I don't know if you remember, but I've got his signature right here. Did you have his signature? Did you ever meet him?
I do.
I know, no.
I have his first album signed, Soundgarden.
Oh
you
my
have
God.
signed Ultra Mega OK?
Yes.
Oh
Justin,
my God.
if you're my friend, I'm just saying Christmas.
Emotional diamond.
Man, I did have an extra one, and I gave it to somebody who was a fan. I wish I didn't. And I would have gave it to you, Phantom.
Oh,
God, Justin, how much do you want for it?
What happened was I was working in Colorado on Colorado Boulevard. It's like the biggest street in Colorado. It goes on. I think it goes through another state even. It's just one of the longest streets in the country. And I saw a local paper. It's called the Westward, and they said they're going to be a signing at the Verizon mega store, which is their biggest store in Denver. And it just happened to be right around the corner from my office.
wow.
So me and my brother went to the signing, and it was supposed to be Timberland or whatever. Remember that solo album that he did?
Scream. Oh my
Scream.
God.
Yeah. So it was
Yeah.
at that time period, and a lot of people hated that shit because it was nothing like. But I thought it was all right. It was interesting. 'cause
Okay.
It was all right. I mean, and he did a show out here, and I got to see him at the Ogden Theater, and we were about, I don't know, 20 feet from him. It's a very small venue, so you can get close to the stage. It's not really hard. But he only played the new shit. He didn't play anything from Soundgarden, really. He just played the Timberland stuff.
Yeah.
So we got to see him, and then went to the signing, and the fucking line was really long. So you had to choose when you got there. Did you want to wait in line for you can see the tour bus. They had his tour bus like pulled up inside the parking lot, and there was like a 3-hour line for just that.
Jeez.
Wow.
Or you can go meet the man himself, which is like another 3-hour line. But the problem is Timberland wasn't there yet, and he wanted to wait for Timberland, but his plane was so late that he actually never arrived. So at some point, so it was a long wait to see if he was going to come, and then he finally said, "Okay, I'm going to start signing." And then I had to wait again, another 3 hours in this line to meet him. And then we got to the front of the line, and he had his sunglasses on inside, And I remember when my brother got to him. Well, I had a couple of albums, like brand new albums that I bought. And I asked him if he would sign one. And he was like, absolutely. he'd only say like one word
Yeah.
when you asked him something.
Yeah.
And then I said, will you sign another one? He goes, and then he like just like nodded or something. And then my brother got up there and he's like, he had a question for him after he signed whatever it was he got signed. He was like, so are you going to do rock or more pop stuff? And then he looked at my brother and said, more pop. And my brother fucking gave him like a look and like shook his head as he walked away after he got his fucking autograph.
Thank God for your brother. That shamed Cornell enough to go back together with Soundgarden.
Then shortly after that, they actually got together and they brought Soundgarden back.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So my brother did it. He shamed him.
Thank
at
God.
the signing event.
That's
Probably
awesome.
him and 1,000 other guys. But
can you like how lucky, Fanta? How lucky are we that we got one more Soundgarden album from him before it all ended?
Yeah.
Gosh.
There's another one, but the witch bitch widow won't.
Right. The demos that they were doing. Yeah.
What'd you think about like Temple of the Dog? And
I love Temple
I
of the
don't
Dog.
mind stealing
Love it.
bread.
My wife hates that song. Every time I fucking play that really loud.
I'm going hungry.
Yeah, she doesn't like the fucking. She gets mad when I play Rooster too.
Yeah.
Stuff the Rooster.
Eddie Vedder right next to Cornell's vocals though in Hunger Strike is like, okay. You know, because Cornell's like, yeah, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But
see, I envy you guys. I never got to meet him or see him perform.
It was so, I tell you what, Soundgarden was something else. You listen to the albums and you're like, I don't know how you guys feel, but the equalization on the albums is kind of like, it makes it a little softer than some other rock artists you listen to. So you're like, okay, Soundgarden isn't as heavy as them. But then you go in live and you're like, oh my God, like they blow your face off. It's heavy as shit. It was like that experience was the best concert going experience of my life. And then right after, you know, I was in St. Louis at the pageant and I walked out and I saw the security guy setting up the gates, you know, like the little metal fences. And I was like, what's going on here? So I just like put myself in the corner because I was like, well, if I'm in the corner, then, you know, I can like scoot over to either side depending on where they are. And then all these like hot chicks came up behind me and then all these other people. And this one guy in the back was like, what's that dude doing up there with all those hot chicks? I'm just waiting, dude. And then they come out. Ben Shepherd flicked us off as he walked to his tour bus, which was awesome. That was great. He also smoked a cigarette in the venue, which like they hand out flyers like no vaping or smoking of any kind. And Ben Shepherd, the bassist, was just like, yeah, no, fuck you. And and then like it's funny, Belmont, you said that he just says one word because that's what happened. I was like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I must have said something like, you know, you're the inspiration for the reason I do music or some cringy shit like that. And he was like, yeah. And he signed my, all I had was this ticket because I left my Super Unknown album at home. I had bought another one just for him to sign, but I left it at home like an idiot. But and then I met Matt Cameron. He was cool, but I didn't ask him to sign anything. And I think maybe he felt a little slighted by that. I was like, what's up, Matt? And he's like, hey. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know?
Did you meet Kim?
No, I did not meet him. I don't remember. I think he came out later than the rest of them. I don't remember exactly what happened with Kim, but Cornell and Matt were the first ones out, and I got to see them. And Cornell's tall in real life. Like it was.
Yeah, he's like 6'4".
Yeah, really tall.
He was sitting down when I met him. But he was very talkative, you know, he wanted to meet the people, and that's why the line was so long, because he was making small talk.
Yep.
You know, sometimes stars don't even want to look at you or acknowledge you, but they'll sign your shit, but they don't want to talk to you.
Mark Hamill.
Oh,
So do you guys believe the Chris Cornell conspiracy theories?
Yes.
Have you heard them?
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not do
child
that.
trafficking.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Chester.
Yep. You know.
And Anthony Bourdain.
Yep. I could see that too.
They might have been invited to those Diddy style parties and we're like, fuck that. And then they were like, all right, well then I guess we'll kill you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds
Because
good.
you know too much. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
White
supposedly he and Chester had some information they were going to release that would
Yep.
have affected the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I have a theory about After the Burial as well, but it's not related to Chester. It's just another band conspiracy theory. I don't know if anybody's tapped into it yet, but
No. Hey, what is it?
I got.
oh
Yeah,
well,
me too.
after the Burial is like a bigger metal band from Minnesota, and they like made it, quote unquote, and they've also been around for a while. But the story goes that, well, like their guitarist deleted himself after making a big rant on Facebook about how like the world's out to get him. He was basically talking in conspiracy, and then they found him, you know, off of a bridge on the like Wisconsin side of the border. Now, on its face, that just sounded like he had a mental breakdown, and that should happen. But then when you read the mental breakdown, he's talking about a bunch of specific stuff like, hey, I think this person's out to get me because this and this and this. And then when you look at the manner of his passing, it's like off the side of a bridge, which, I mean, jump could easily be thrown, right?
Right.
So, but the reason it's so relevant, right, is because this guy was like writing all the stuff. So
I thought they found him dead in his car.
no, he was found off the side of a bridge, not in his car. That might be somebody else.
I thought you.
Yeah, the guy that Tom Hanks got implicated by.
It might have been that guy that Tom Hanks was implicated by, but yeah, this guitarist, I guess he wrote everything, and like I said, the band's been around for a while, and they're like one of the core, I don't know, big deals in like new age, you know, underground metalcore and like gent and like all these new genres that were created. Everybody knows After the Burial, right? So my conspiracy is kind of what it already looks like. Like, yeah, somebody got him, right? His rantings weren't so crazy, and the incentive is that laptop that he had filled with instrumentals and like guitar tracks and stuff. And I think the reason they wanted that wasn't necessarily for the band. I think the band was approached by whoever was starting to mess with AI. Because I do a lot of like AI music stuff. I wrote Belmont's theme song for Smokes and stuff like that. And when I listen to the metal, I'm just like, this sounds like After the Burial. And like when I connect those dots, I'm just like, that makes way too much sense, you know? Because you know they've been messing around with AI longer than they say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's watered down AI they give us. It doesn't even fucking.
Yeah.
I tried to have it do like part of my taxes.
You
It
gotta
wasn't
pay.
adding the numbers up right, and I was like, "Why you keep giving me the wrong number?" Because I already added it up to see if it's correct,
Yeah.
and it kept giving me the wrong number, and I'm like, "Why the fuck are you doing that?"
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
You
"Oh,
gotta
sorry, it's really this amount." I said, "No, it's not." It kept giving me the wrong number over and over again, and a different number every time.
Yeah, that's
Huh.
their insurance or whatever. They can say that stuff in court, you know. But I'm sure there's a way you could just pay more and more and more until it's smart enough. But oh, cool! I know this book.
Well, I wanted to get John on before he had to go. I didn't know he had another stream, so I wanted to show your book.
Yeah, this is the if you want, you can go to the, because this is the cover I made myself. There's no artists involved here, so you can switch to if you switch to the paperback version, I believe it is, you'll see some nice line art from Luke Stone and from my other artist Mark Hatherley. This is like AI assets when I was first starting, right? But I still made it work, you know. I'm learning how to do that stuff. But the paperback has nothing but human art on it that I also arranged. It's more of in like a pulp style. But anyway, there's 3 stories in this book, one of which is a Saga of Sunsets, my comic, that got adapted into it. And like, yeah, the whole point of the series of the Arche Chronicles is my world is called Arche. You know, you can kind of see that with like the red planet or like the red moon. And essentially I'm going to continue the series as a bunch of short stories, and each one is like a different legend. Like I mentioned Beowulf before. You could, you know, then there's like a Hercules, you know, all these different crazy, quote unquote, great people throughout history, and like kind of what really happened, so to speak. And yeah, just kind of building up a mythos of history through this. But as it turns out, short stories turn into comics really nicely. Especially if when you write, you have like a visual imagination. Like I see everything kind of as a movie in my head anyway, and then I just think of a flowery way to say it because I'm like a vocalist, lyricist type person. So yeah, it very much is just me trying to describe the movies I see in my head, which when that goes to script, it turns out really well. So this is a great way to just dive into the prose, get some of the nitty gritty, and kind of get into that like that dark, like epic, mythical, biblical vibe with the writing. You know, I just fill this stuff with symbolism, right? And you can really see me just kind of like this was very much my like devil's playground, so to speak. I had so much fun with these because it was right off the back of me writing my 150,000 word novel. So I came out of that just like fully primed, and I just jumped into this and fired these 3 stories out, and I'm proud of them, you know.
Reptilians.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's Mark Hatherley's design. My reptilians, I imagine in my head, are a little bit more like Krogan-like from Mass Effect, if you can imagine that.
Sure.
Dense, yeah. So that's Mark Hatherley's interpretation of a female reptilian, and then
That's a female there.
Yeah, it's a female.
Oh,
yeah, she's got DSLs.
Yes, you can kind of see, you can kind of see the anatomy a little bit.
Oh, those fins are hot. Wow. Those spinal bones. It's getting me aroused.
No breasts.
Nice torsos.
Subtle.
Right. Oh, you got huge dorsos. That's
the wings.
Exactly. And then of course the protagonist of the Saga of Sunsets which is Luke Stone's orc right there.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah. So I wear my artists proudly. For as much as I like to have fun with AI music and AI art and stuff, as I get better and better at making art myself.
Like a second.
I really, as you can see, like from the amount of tattoos I have, just I really appreciate my artists regardless. I think this is something worth picking up. It's something fresh. I feel like short stories are a great entry point. A lot of authors and just anybody even casually doing it, just like a short story, it's fine. We can see how you start and end a story, where your mindset is at while you're writing it, what you're trying to accomplish. Like, show us, and like I said, translates to comics good. So I think there's like a path here for
there's a lot of writers that can't do short stories.
You got 6 ratings, 4.8.
Yeah,
they're trickling in mostly favorable. I actually haven't gotten anything overly negative. I think the biggest criticism of that lower rating there that you see, I think the guy was just not a short story reader, and he admits it in the review. He's like, I don't typically read short stories, but I wanted more. I wish these were longer. That's my criticism. So I was like,
nice.
thanks.
That's good criticism.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like,
so
lost
just
2% just on that.
So just under $20 for the hardcover, and just over $12 for the paperback on Amazon. Links in the chat.
Yeah,
we like lizard people.
Yep. And
so like a personal attacker.
Yeah. This series will probably be where all my future comics come from, because 150,000 word epic novel, it is. 150,000 word epic novel turns into almost as many pages.
It went off on its own. Just turn it off.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, unless I get rich, and then I can just offload the whole thing onto other trusted people, right? Fingers crossed on the lottery, right?
Yeah.
Last words, regrets.
Well, you saw the art in my comic earlier, and you can probably check out the first few pages on the preview on Amazon here and see kind of like what my writing style is about. Not in a hurry. I'm trying to very cleverly do like play on words and symbolism and foreshadowing in clever ways. So it's a whole different experience. Just like my music, you can go check that out. Empty My Lungs everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, X. That's a whole nother thing too. You can kind of just get into the world of RK and the whole Pritchard Pub AC experience with like my music and stuff, because I'm constantly trying to do stuff. I was even working on a merch store, so with my comic book campaign, you'll see probably like a mail, like probably one shirt added for each character, and I'll let people pick as they back and stuff. But
Cool.
Go check that out. Fun My Comic /ASOS, and Amazon.com/author/AC Pritchard. Appreciate you.
Got a
guys.
lot of shit going on.
Yeah. I try to stay busy.
I think I got to everybody. We showed Fembat, Phenomenal Tales, Rex. You did your thing. We showed Fanta's YouTube channel. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe to Fanta and my channel.
Thank you.
I was been stuck at 666 subs.
Oh,
which
God.
I really don't like.
No.
I think my band was number 666 today. I backed it with my band.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, just get me away from that number because sometimes I lose a sub and then I'll go down.
Anybody that has an alt, go and subscribe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Get it up to 69.
He might like it there. I don't know.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for coming, hanging out.
Yeah,
I just wanted to do this.
Just a little over 2 hours.
Oh, thank God.
2 hours is chilling. There's still people watching.
Me too. Belmont,
Yeah,
you're at 672 now, Belmont. So thank God. No pun intended.
There you go.
There's Volt.
Yeah, I was stuck at 666 on Halloween, which is not probably good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Little Iron Maiden playing.
I still say suck it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of taking a break from the man cave on Thursdays because we're getting burnt out. Good Stuff's been doing a lot of the workload, puts a lot of work into the show.
Well,
And we did like 79 episodes in a row. Yeah, and he's doing trailers and he had his own cookbook.
Yeah.
And which is going to come out for Christmas. Actually, we should bring up Good Stuff.
Yeah. Let's see that book.
Well, you can't. I don't think you can buy it right now unless you maybe ask him. I think you might be able to get them from directly. I don't know if you can order it on the website anymore. I think he closed it down.
No.
He said any extras that he had, he would put up on goodstuffcreations.com.
Oh.
I recommended that he put out, a Indiegogo or Fund My Comic and for people for a second chance.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to do that. He said he might, so we'll see.
Nice.
But he also, he does trailers. Some of you guys have got trailers from him. Let me bring up his website. Goodstuffcreations.net. It's got all kinds of packages.
Oh, Apex Comics says Fembat trailer.
Yeah, the Femback trailer is going to be played in the outro. I have it already ready to go.
Yep. Over
So
on
I'm just going to show Good Stuffs really quick, and then we're going to end it because it is dinner time and my stomach's already growling. Well, I might do another one of these, get some more guys on, just hang out. I know some people don't like to watch shows, whatever, but so people can watch the replay and skip past.
I think you got good response this time. There was a lot
we
of
did
people
all right.
show up.
Yeah.
And it was a good idea.
Well, this is what it's all about right here is talking about everybody's, campaigns and everybody getting together and supporting one another. This is what it's all about. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, my first book couldn't have done it without the support from backers, and if they didn't know about the product, then they wouldn't have backed it. So definitely appreciated.
Yeah.
There's the link, goodstuffcreations.net. If you need a trailer, if you need an intro for your YouTube show, anything like that, anything, you need a cookbook, bother him on Twitter.
There's a lot of Good Stuff merch as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he has, what does he have? Coffee mug.
He's got some good stuff.
Justin.
Well, yeah, if you back the cookbook, you'll get a Eat Good Stuff magnet.
Nice.
The physical copy, of course.
Yeah.
If you need an intro or outro, he's your man. He's got all kinds of prices. I think I only paid $40 for my trailer, and he did it in 2 days. My little teaser trailer. And then he gave me a coupon code for like 10% off. So I paid like $36. I mean, that's like a steal. I feel like I was robbing him.
Yeah.
You're speaking my people's language.
Yeah, but he's very affordable. He knows that we don't have much money, that us indie creators are usually in the red when we're making our projects. Yeah, we're making our projects
Nice.
out of love, not out of profit.
We're in the red.
Yeah, we're in the red.
Yeah.
Deep in that red.
Filters through. Oh,
Maybe at the end of January things will get better.
yeah.
Let's hope
Hell
so.
yeah.
Well, he's
Thank
even
you.
got
Maybe a
launch.
stick-up.
He's even got launch stream packages.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Donald Trump talking about independent comics? Wow, we've got
Yeah.
such great comics now. There used to be no good comics. Now there's millions of great comics.
Greatest comics I've ever seen.
Best
We need that as a trailer for a book.
And
Did that pretty
none
well.
of them are from China.
Fembat has huge tits and they've got armor on them.
I've
Did you see
seen
that?
tits in my
They're
day.
American.
Did you see Red Valkyrie's costume for Fembat?
No.
Oh God.
No.
Oh,
She
it was
has a
amazing. It had
Viking.
the wings and everything. The tatas,
Yeah.
everything.
Now, what does he mean by launch stream packaging? What is this?
I think he's going to have you on his channel. He's going to launch you. He's also going to make like a custom intro, I think, for it, depending on which level you pick. But I think he's going to like take care of everything. He's probably going to make like a template for you. Like I have Shillathon in the corner. He's probably going to make you a background and hook you up and do all the work for you, and then have commercial breaks and all that stuff, and like he used to do on his channel.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
he's
should
got
consider getting with Luke Stone with Fun My Comic to like make a combined, like, I don't know, some kind of like launch. Well, this similar thing, a launch package, but with the Fun My Comic incorporated into it. That would be very, like, that'd be a huge boon to new creators who don't know how to do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
That's
old
a good
creators
idea.
like myself that don't know how to do anything.
yeah. So it's very affordable. Look at the cheapest price is $20. I mean, if you just want to get something for your book, and everybody knows no one's really going to back a book if you don't have a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the thing that sells it. It's like a movie. It's got to be a good trailer. If your trailer isn't good, it's not going to bring interest to your project. Like Hojo's book. I mean, the Mythicals 1. That trailer was so great. It brought a lot of interest to his book. Made it a success.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you say he won best trailer?
Yeah, the Mythicals won best trailer.
Wow.
It's like a choice between 5 different good stuff trailers.
Yeah, it was like good stuff against himself.
Which one's the best?
Must be doing something right. I mean, he did one for Graham Nolan.
Oh yeah, he just did one for Escape from Monster Island, Graham Nolan's newest book.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful trailer. It's a masterpiece. It's probably one of the best ones he's done so far. So he's getting better. He's what?
I'm sorry. He
Go
also
ahead.
did one for Graham's weekly Star Trek show.
Oh yeah. What's that called?
I can't remember.
The landing
party. Yeah.
There you
Landing
go. He
party,
did
yeah.
Remember,
the intro
it's
for
not
that.
the people that went to the gold rush that got rich by finding gold. Very few people did. It was the person that showed them the picks and shovels.
Yep.
Right?
Brilliant.
There's real people that got
Merchandising.
merchandise. Right. Yeah. Good stuff
Merchandising.
knows how to do it. And so does Justin, by that way.
Yeah, I made a Smokes minifigure. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Magnets. What else? Keychain.
Motorcycle plate, license plate.
Yeah, Smokes motorcycle license plate.
Nice.
Nice.
I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't
Got
seen that?
all of that.
It says Smokes on the back, and it's a Colorado plate.
That's bad.
Since I am in Colorado and the story takes place there, and
That's great.
it's known for weed, so it kind of worked out.
Yep.
And,
Cheyenne Mountain, right?
Country boys.
yeah, there's Cheyenne Mountain out here. We have what is it? The Space Force
Yeah.
Base, now renamed the Space Force Base
Oh, you
or
did?
something like
Stargate
that.
SG-1.
Denver,
Yeah, we got all
Denver
kinds of
Airport.
shit.
Wait, are you
Denver
the
Airport
Space
with
Force
Bluetooth.
base is in Colorado?
Yeah, they renamed it, I guess, to a Space Force, recategorized it or something. Like,
I was thinking
Huh.
the other day, I'm surprised no one's done a comic book about the Space Force yet.
Space Force.
I
didn't they
am.
do that already with Trump and the
More
Space
than meets
Force?
the eye.
They already did that.
Didn't you see the demon in my comic, Rex?
Okay. All right.
Steve Carell tried to do a Space Force show. I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was all right.
I think everybody just wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You are not prepared.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Like,
All
I
right,
don't
we've
even
been
think
going
it's
like 2 hours and 22 minutes. We're gonna have to wrap it up. Any final words, AC?
well, just it's been fun. I like this format. Thanks, guys. Nice to meet you, Patrick. I mean, all of you. If any of
Nice
you
to
want to
meet
come
you
on
too.
if you want, if any of you want to come on the Iron Seas podcast or the Pritchard Pub podcast, just hit me or one of my co-hosts up. A few of them have been in the chat tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ray's
You're on
family
X, right?
emergency is
Yeah.
over.
Okay.
A_C_.
Yeah, help each other out. Invite each other onto your shows.
I've seen you around
That's what it's
before,
all-
but I had never met you before, so nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
Hey, you
Nice
too,
to meet
man.
everybody here. I mean,
Your projects are
except
all
for
right.
Santa. I already. Ugh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She's low key the whole reason anybody showed up.
I know.
Yeah.
No, no.
She was my co-host today.
Oh,
She was?
Before
Yeah.
the show.
wait, were you the one that throat punched? Like
No.
throat punch is normal. Like
That's what I said.
Shadowhawk's
I
there,
think
he's like,
Lady
"Oh."
Hawk throat punched him, really.
Well, Ray's here, so I guess we can give him a couple minutes to talk about his plugin.
Ray!
I just came in to say sorry, man. It's that the fucking wheels fell off today.
Oh no.
Aw.
Oh yeah. No, I've got there's a little old lady. She's not well, but I look after her site, and she just hasn't updated anything. And today's web maintenance today, and I went and have a look, and her whole thing just died.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, rebuild. Brr. Oh, but I got her back up and running in like 10 minutes. Poor thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it up right now. I like to get it up a couple times a day
Yeah, I'm gonna miss your poll,
if I
bro.
can. But
I miss
you
Get
know,
up in the morning.
You missed your
We'll see the
calling.
proof
to-
of that in February.
Yeah, I've already got my proof. Like asleep, brother. Get ready.
Sweet baby Ray.
You're
It's
already
almost
into
10 months. Can you
tomorrow.
believe it?
Oh, I know. Time flies, huh?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you-
10 months old.
you're gonna have to give me a prep talk, Ray, and like tell me what I should expect.
Just
No
listen to your
sleep.
wife. She wants to do everything. Let her do it.
That's the unexpected.
That's what got you
gonna
in
be
trouble
fun.
in the first place.
Amen. But speaking of trouble,
You guys.
so yeah, with regards to this, I've taken a wee bit of a back step just to focus on current clients and winding things down for this year. But next year, I'm going to start hitting the campaign trail again because I want to talk more about the actual particular functions of this plugin. Because although all of them together, they all create the crowdfunding little universe on your website. When you're done, you can still use each individual feature synonymously of it on its own. That will solve other functions and other issues. For example, I've created a redirect widget. So from a Google SEO perspective, let's say you've got an e-commerce website and you've got a load of products that are on there that are all seasonal based. Right, just summer products. And then typically what people would do is they would create the summer product, put it on the website and let it run. But then little Google monkeys pick it up and index that thing. But then come end of summer, going to autumn and fall and stuff, people put them in draft mode, but then Google can't find them again and you get a 404 error page. That penalizes you in the eyes of Google in ranking.
It does?
Yeah, it does. Anything that's 404, Google doesn't like. So if you were ranking 1, 2, or 3, and then you get a slew of 404s, you're going to be on page 2. That sort of stuff. So I've introduced a widget that you can redirect to a new product or redirect to your homepage or redirect somewhere else so that even if the Google bot finds it and they click on it, it at least goes somewhere. And it's not a 404. So, for example, Good Stuff's campaign is done. All right. So instead of deleting the campaign, we just redirected everything to his homepage. So when you go to the Google search and his campaign is there and you clicked on it, it just goes to his homepage. Traditionally, you'd be hiring an SEO company to go and give you an HT redirect file where they put old URL space new URL and upload that to your server, and that redirects it. But why pay these monkeys when you've got the plugin that can do it for you? That's one of the features that I'll be talking about.
Yeah. So if you need your own website, get a hold of Ray.
Yeah.
And we got the toolkit. Tell us more about this plugin for the guys that don't know about it.
I can scroll down. I had it all open and then the wheels fell off. It's literally, you can have and host your own campaign for anything. It doesn't have to be about comic books. Like we've just proven, use it for a cookbook. Next year, I'll be using it for a clothing outlet that wants to get equity, and they're using rewards based to get equity funding into their company. So we've built the campaign page for them with their little rewards and that sort of stuff. Literally, it's what Eric July has. It's what Bancroft has. 9 Lives, but this is your own, and it caters for both fixed and flexible funding types. Literally, and it tracks all your sales. You've got your own backer management on the inside. Backer people, like if you're a backer, the minute that you get the confirmation checkout page, you know your backer number. It's right there. You don't have to go and search for it in your email. I've just created a new plugin that I'm going to be adding to this, which allows you to download your orders and send it to your fulfillment center in a spreadsheet.
Wow.
Nice.
That sort of stuff. So that's cool. Thanks, Good Stuff, for being my guinea pig for that. That works perfectly. So it gives, and you can specify, what info and what data you want to be downloaded, like first name, last name, phone number, email, billing address, delivery address, order number, all of that shit. You just designate it and you put it in there. Again, I'm trying to keep it as sweet as I can with regards to no ongoing plugin fees. A lot of these guys that build these plugins, they've got to have developers on standby for updates, security patches, all of that shit. But because I've built it and it's there and it's right there in front of me, I don't need that huge team. Mm-hmm. Now, courtesy Matt Barr, what happens if you die? Well, if I die, then if I get enough sales, I will have somebody on standby sitting there that will take over from me.
Baby Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can live
teach him
for
coding.
20 years.
Did he actually ask you, what if you die?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
They said,
Look on the bright side.
They asked, what sort of support do you get? I said, well, I'm the support. And Matt Barr's like, well, what if you die?
God,
well, then you're fucked, aren't you?
Like in Drago.
It's a valid question.
He
It is a
dies.
valid question. And I do have plans because I've got a development team in Ireland that have been really, really nice. So what I do is I build it, get all the core functions together as best as I can, and then I ship it over to them, and they put all the security on it and make sure it's as future-proof as possible.
Let me show Good Stuff's website that you made.
Yeah. That sort of stuff. So I want to get back on onto shows and that sort of stuff to try and get the word out there, because it's called a toolbox or toolkit for a reason, because there's a series of tools.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Awesome.
And if you want to have a cup of coffee page, you're on your own super chats or that sort of stuff, and you want to send people, and let's say you're not monetized on your YouTube, instead of putting your PayPal donate in there, some coffee cup link, you put your website link in there, and I've hijacked the add to cart process, and you can type in whatever amount you want, and you can have a suggested amount of 0 or 10,000, depends on how rich your fans are.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
Yes, you can put merchandise on a website.
Yeah, it's all just bringing it home for you as a creator. So not only have you got your IP, you can have your own merch, all of that stuff, all in there.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do all the work too. You don't have to worry about it. Once you get paid, you get to work, and you take care of all the problems if anybody has them, right?
Yeah. All the sites that I do traditionally come with at least a year's worth of support. that sort of stuff. There's like 60-day, 30-day, 90-day guarantees, just depending on how much has gone into your particular project, that sort of stuff. I'm only a DM or a phone call away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've just like the little old lady, she sends me an email. I'm having experienced difficulties. What's going on? I'm like, well, you haven't updated shit.
Yeah. PHP 1. What the?
Or
Yeah.
you might have a problem with a browser. Is there any issues like that? Like if you use Firefox versus Chrome or something like that, like some feature might not work.
When we build it, we typically test like all the popular browsers just to make sure that everything's loading and that sort of stuff. A lot of people have like the real security conscious silver tinfoil hat type people turn off JavaScript in their browsers because of tracking. Well, 90% of the PHP-based websites use JavaScript to have little animation effects and show you pictures and that sort of stuff. So if you've got JavaScript turned off, then yeah, you're going to get a white page of death. But we test that all in the build process, and I sit with you and we build it. You know, I do have the skills in it. You can say, this is what I want. Here's a Dropbox with my art. Call me when you're done. Not a problem. But I prefer to actually sit with the person, you know, like 2 hours at a time or an hour at a time and say, right, you sent me a website that you like the look of. You sent me another website that you like the function of. Here are your images. Here's a blank slate. Let's start putting things together. And we spitball the design together. So at the end of the day, it's your design that you're walking away with. It's not something that I've just said, here's 3 designs, pick one.
Uh-huh.
Which is
That's
what they
awesome.
usually do.
Nice.
Personal touch.
Yes, if anybody's thinking about getting their own website or trying out his plugin, get a hold of Ray Ray. He'll answer all your questions.
And it's all handled by Stripe. It's all secure. If anything, I think I've proven that my servers are pretty resilient. I've had Tug on there for 3 years.
Nice.
Yep.
You know, knock on wood, everything's fine.
He's going great.
You know, and again, that's it. It caters for both funding types. So if you're going to have, you know, the type where, you know, not keep it all, but the other type of funding, and we've capitalized on the pre-order function of WooCommerce. And it is the only plugin right now, if you're using WooCommerce, that will allow you to add more than one pre-order item to the cart.
Nice.
If you use WooCommerce pre-orders right now, you can only add one, check out, then add another and check out. They haven't updated that yet. Mine does it. That's
Nice.
Yeah, and then with pre-orders, anything pre-order, especially when it comes to Stripe, you've got 180 days of token remembering sort of thing. So you get the security and support from Stripe for any bounced transactions and that sort of stuff. So if you're doing, you know, is it flexible funding? I always get those two mixed up. No, fixed funding is when you're raise mode, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're doing that and your campaign 60 days long, I don't see an issue.
All right, let's play your trailer.
Yeah, all right.
Is this the Mrs. Good Stuff one?
Yeah, that's the one Good Stuff and Mrs. G did for me.
Master your crowdfunding potential. Take control.
You can go full screen.
We put the power in your hands. No more platform and ongoing plugin fees, which means more money in your pocket. With plenty of packages to choose from, ranging from plugin only to everything you need to get started, you'll be well on your way to launching a successful crowdfunding campaign. Complete revenue and backer counts for campaign-wide reporting, rewards, contributions, for single or multiple campaigns. With WP Funding Toolkit, you always know where you stand. For a one-time fee, you can start your personalized campaign journey today. 100% tested and compatible with WooCommerce and backer IDs seamlessly integrated into key areas. Join the crowdfunding revolution today.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah. So I just wanted to, you know, give some give back or give people an option that, you want to control it yourself. You want to get your hands dirty. You want the data. You want, the flexibility of building your own campaign. Like with Good Stuffs, we tried and stick with your traditional campaign layout so that, visitors weren't confused and that sort of stuff. But you can, via the power of layouts, create your own campaign page any old way you want it. You don't have to have the video over there and then the data over there. You can move them around, do whatever you want. Because with my plugin, with all the tracking and getting the numbers and like the progress bars and your sales counts, your backer counts and that sort of stuff, you can just copy and paste a shortcode wherever you want it in the page, and that data will show. And you can style it with whatever color, whatever fonts, whatever size, whatever width, padding, margin, whatever. It's all there. Sorry, it's turning into a TED Talk.
I'll post the link one more time. If you guys need a website or thinking about, this plugin and wanting to try it out, running a campaign on your own site, you won't have to pay any platform fees, right?
Yeah, no platform fees. It's just obviously you've got your hosting fee, whoever you're hosting with. If you come with me, your first year's hosting is for free anyway. And the way that I work out whatever the next rate is I take your average space that you've used per month over the previous year. How much bandwidth have you used and how much data have you used? And that on aggregate will develop what your next your next bill will be. Will it be $10 a month? Will it be $50 a month? It depends. That sort of stuff. If you are looking at the products, if you click on shop, Justin, I just want to show people, I've tried to create what I call a conversation starter. No, just shop. Yeah. The very first one on the left, when it loads, the create your own package, I've sort of used the plugin and a little bit of code to hijack the product of that so that you can actually just fill in whatever you want or whatever you're interested in. And that sends me an email, and then we can get a conversation together to start talking about what do you want? What do you want me to build? What do you want to use? What are you interested in? What is the budget? So click on create your own package.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Tell me how to live my life. You don't
Obviously,
know
the
me.
flash sale has ended. But anyway, so that's it's a contact form with a bunch of options that you can select. Do you want hosting? Do you want e-com with merch? Or do you just want a basic website? Or do you just want that?
I doxed myself. Good job.
And then what budget are you looking at so that we can just get to the table and start discussing things. And that's basically what that's all about, because I've had a lot of feedback. Some people are saying it's a really good price point for what we've got. I've got other people saying it's a little dear. It's $49.51 at this stage. So that's why I created this one. So if you're not sure, just fill that in, get a hold of me, and I'll dedicate like an hour that we can sit down and we can discuss your project, your needs, your timelines. What do you want?
Yeah, start the conversation, fill out the form, get a hold of Ray Ray. He lives in Australia, so the time you guys meet would be probably a weird hour, right?
Anytime, let's say 6 p.m. onwards your time is good for me.
Eastern?
Eastern, Central, doesn't matter. Eastern and Central I'm used to. We've also got daylight savings that's just kicked in, so even 4, 5 p.m. your time, just shout me out. Because that's like Man Cave. If we still had Man Cave, I would have started at 9 this morning.
Yeah.
All right. But in January, it starts at 10 because we're meeting ahead.
We'll return.
Right.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. We've been going for almost
Justin's
3 hours.
wasting away right before my eyes.
It's dinner time. Stomach is still growing. Right. AC, you said your sign off. I guess, Patrick, you're next. Final words?
My final words are fuck the state and back Phenomenal Tales #1 Minotaur. It's only $10 on Fund My Comic Book.
Chris, are you still there?
Hold on, Chris, where are you?
Unfortunately, I was muted. Woo! What you want, Guaylo?
Hey, Guaylo.
I'm a young guy.
You going down, white boy? No. Yeah. Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, you do me a solid if you could sign up for the Infinitel Chronicles #2 pre-launch, and yeah, if you check out the InfinitelChronicles.com website, you can find the first book. It's on Amazon. And yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. I guess we can give AC a couple more seconds too. AC, you still there? There you go.
I am.
Say your piece.
All right. Well, you can find me everywhere. A_C_Pritchard. Pritchard Pub on YouTube. Empty My Lungs is my band. Empty My Lungs, just all one word. Find that, that's everywhere too.
Change it to Empty My Sack.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That would be a great.
Yeah.
What?
That's how Justin became a dad.
My Santa sack.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we come
Don't
there
you want to
and
get the presents out?
Yep, gotta get them presents out. And of course, my other podcast, Iron Seas. Hit us up if you want to come on and talk more about your stuff and review movies. There's a theme every week, every Tuesday.
Cool.
We call it Iron Tuesday, like a sporting event or something. We spend all week just like
It's a fun show.
campaigning against each other's movies because we each submit one. There's 4 total that everybody votes on. Right now, The Lost World Jurassic Park is getting bone crushed. That's the one I submitted this week. But to be fair, it's up against Terminator 2 and Aliens.
Bum crushed.
So
We're gonna get crushed.
Ray, final words.
Yeah, find me. Otherwise, you catch me on Twitter. Just hit me a DM. Links to everything's in the chat. And links in my bio. Yeah, just hit me up anytime. I will be away in December though. I'm going to New Zealand for the whole month.
You
and I'm leaving
bastard.
my computer.
Oh, bizarre.
All right, Rex.
You can catch me daily on the 4 o'clock shadow on YouTube. And yeah, go check out Devil Flyer on Fund My Comic.
Fund My Comic.
We could use your help to make it happen.
Yep, back Devil Flyer. Check out Fembat. Check out The Mythicals by Hojo. Check out Pencils Down, Infinite Tales.
I'll be back in Pencils on next week, bro.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Just waiting for some
We
chips.
are getting closer to being funded.
Yeah.
Phantom, last words?
You can find me on YouTube and Twixer, Phantasmagorical. And I am Chris Cornell's #1 fan.
Oh,
allegedly. Allegedly. But you don't have his autograph.
Challenge accepted.
You
don't have his DNA.
This is set up. You asked her for her last words after mine. You knew she
I say good day, sir. Good day.
All right. In the moment you're waiting for, we're going to debut, I believe, the Fembat trailer by Good Stuff.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I think so.
Nice.
All right, we'll probably do another one of these
Nice to
shows
meet you
sometime.
all.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do
thanks
it
for
now.
hanging out.
Yeah.
And watch this shit.
Get to the chopper.
when a series of shipping disasters points to a mysterious sea monster. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson leave the comfort of Baker Street and board a freighter where they encounter unexpected betrayal and come face to face with the enigmatic Captain Nemo and his submarine, the Nautilus. As they delve deeper into the case, they uncover a conspiracy involving a Russian Tsar with an airship that rains destruction on unsuspecting cities. With time running out and the world on the brink of war, the heroes must use all their skills and resources to stop a massive conspiracy and prevent global conflict. From Eisner-winning writer Mike Barron and illustrator Richard Bonk, dive into the depths of adventure and unravel the mysteries of the sea with the world's greatest detective in Leviathan. Order now on Indiegogo.